That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with another unnerving episode of Ghost Stories. The first unnerving part is that Habubu is not here. He will be here at 10 o'clock. He is feeling hungry, so he's just eating his dinner, some muffins and some biscuits and whatnot. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start tonight's festivities with an introduction to the extremely silent and unnerving panelists. Cyril Antonio Banderas Diabrio.
Oh, gracias.
Hey.
Gracias.
And of course, Suresh Menon.
And the one, the only, Hoezaay.
Oh,
yay! The ghost
Bad
of all
Jai.
ghostes.
Bad Jai. Oh, it's me. Oh, yes, it's me. Where you are? Anyway, Cyrus will be here in about 20 minutes. Happy birthday to Cyril and Suresh, of course. We just wish everybody happy birthday on the stream whenever we feel like it. Okay, we're hoping for an unnerving stream today. We've gone through a lot here on all these streams. We're learning as we go along to recognize voices and language crutches and whatnot. Suresh Menon has been experimenting with a lot of stuff, especially backgrounds and stuff. We'd love to see that at some point. Suresh, you can show it to us. Suresh also having his dinner. You guys, what are you expecting from today's stream? I thought I'll just kind of make it semi-professional. Like, what are you guys waiting for?
It's a corporate presentation.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years when this stream is done?
Yes. What kind of ghost do you see yourself becoming?
Oh
in
yeah,
the future?
there you go. I think it's a great idea to have ghosts on Zoom calls and talking to us and all that stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it'll be nice.
Okay,
I
let
mean,
me
it's
just
great.
take care of the intro festivities, of course. Thank you everyone for being here, especially Harami Chat. You guys are what makes this stream weird and fun at the same time. So thank you for being here. Big thank you to our mods always here. Please try to be nice to the people on the stream here. It's not easy coming and telling stories. And as you know, last time, if you're a regular watcher of this rubbish, then you know ki kya hua hai. And from today's stream, we're trying something different. So you're allowed in here only if you have your video call on.
Yes.
So it's possible we might not have a single call
Yeah.
on today. It'll just be us. So let's see. Yes, Cyril, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say that the reason for this is because, we want to make sure that you're a human and not a ghost calling us, right? Because, we have to validate the fact.
Yeah. And some
Yeah.
people are so into telling stories that they're sort of like faking their identities and all. We don't have an issue with the same people coming and telling stories as long as it's fine. Yes, Suresh.
Ashna Flamingo Fruitcake. She said that her cousin recently told me about the ghost stories that you all stream live on YouTube. I have stories to tell which I experienced personally. I just wanted to know, when does ghost stories session happen? Every Saturday, but time.
It's a bit late to ask these questions.
Yeah,
now.
but
You could have
I
asked.
messaged her.
You helped her, na?
Thankfully.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
I did. So
Okay.
her name is
Somebody
Flamingo
saying
Fruitcake.
anti-Balesh security system. Someone else also pointed out there's a couple of ladies also who on the stream a couple
Yeah.
of times. Tumko kya problem hai ye filter se? Now because you don't like it, Harsh, I'm going to keep this filter on for the whole stream. I feel like I'm not alone here. You know what I mean? It's like I have a little friend.
Oh, it's an alter ego. It's a.
You're so cute.
Oh my God!
That's not the kind of friend you was looking for. Anyway, so let's get on with it then. Anything else you guys want to mention over here, guys? Look, if you're in the forest, you're gonna hear sounds. So don't just call us and say you went to the forest.
Yeah.
Thought I'd share that with you. And
That's
yeah,
correct.
anything else?
And also, while detail is great, we don't need to get into a micro detail like background personality.
We're just being mean. You guys take it how you like it. Just go for it.
No, I told Suresh. Sorry.
Oh,
So we have Flamingo Fruitcake waiting for us. Yes, she's there. She said, I'm live. Even I'm
ठीक
alive.
है. Suresh अपना मांडवली कर रहा है and all. Guys, don't forget to hit like on the stream. It really helps us. Leave a comment. You can leave a crazy comment also like late OP ये क्या है बहुत कचरा था ये एक भी अच्छा story नहीं था and all. You can do that. That's fine. That helps us also. Nobody tells you that. Okay, so let's begin. Everybody,
Yes.
you can all type Habubu when Habubu comes in. at
Yeah.
around 10 o'clock. He said he'll finish eating by 10 o'clock. It's a full half an hour to eat his food. Huh? Very
Yeah,
interesting.
what exactly takes half an hour to
He has to catch the food first, and then after that, he cooks it. Hey, you guys stop cracking jokes and all, okay? Just
sorry.
wo mahal banana chahiye na. You have to be like,
Mahal.
wow, boo boo, unnerving. The crinkle says, keep it up, Hira Lok. Thank you. We will try to keep it up. Sahil Shah, arey Sahil. See now I'll have to spend money on Sahil's stream. Damn it. Sahil, yeah, I'll give you a 200 rupees back. He says, bro, just want to say I love your thumbnails. I'm excited to see you guys tomorrow. Yes, we are on Sahil Shah's YouTube channel tomorrow. He's going to be a stream. We're doing a stream on his channel discussing the ghost stories stream and ghost stories in general. How amazing. He's so meta. I love Sahil. That's why I love Sahil.
Listen,
So, yeah.
before you do go ahead, I have to get it out. Right?
You want to take this opportunity?
I'm going to take this opportunity to just get this out. And tell me something. Which part of the house is the most haunted normally?
Oh, bedrooms.
Mahal.
Oh,
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
like Taj Mahal.
We are looking for
Purana
another
Mahal.
person to join us on the stream, guys. You can apply. Cyril will not be on from next time. It all depends. Okay,
Right,
हो गया
done.
सब 6-7 मिनट हो गया सब लाइक वाइक कर लो ये वो दिस दैट माहौल बनाओ घर में लाइट वाइट बंद करो and get ready. You might get to hear about somebody's chiku trees, or you might get to hear about like a serious like ghost. So let's go. We're going to start with Abhijit Chatterjee. Wow. Abhijit, I've paid all my premiums. I don't know. Hey, check Suresh's this thing out.
Oh,
How much work he's put into all this.
oh my God. So who is that in the back?
Why did you make him like a caveman though? He's like ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Abhijit Chatterjee, are you there?
Well done, Suresh.
He's clearly not there.
I think
Then you
Abhijit is
find-
just going to stare at us. I think that's what he's here. He's here to intimidate us with his...
He's from another plane. This will be wild, na? 2 hours of just taking calls and nobody comes on.
staring at people.
Oh, hello. Is that Abhijit? We got Abhijit on. Akash, we'll pull you back in just a minute. Good evening, sir. How are you? Oh, you have to put your microphone on. Something's wrong with your microphone. Don't worry, we'll enjoy Suresh's dancing till then.
Yeah.
No, not yet. But I heard you. I saw you say, "Am I audible?" But I did not hear it.
Yes, you
now,
are now.
Now you're on.
Yeah.
Now you're. Bloody hell.
Oh my God. Thanks, guys. Thanks for
Good
this
evening.
support. Good evening. I've been trying to reach her since long and I won't waste your time. I won't go to Panvel, I assure you.
This is the biggest lie people tell us in the starting, huh? So please
Yeah.
be careful. Anyway, go for it, sir. The stage is yours. We're ready to hear your story.
Yeah.
So this happened with my uncle. Oh my God.
Don't worry about Suresh. He's going through something right now. and,
Yeah.
He's exercising the
I wish
spirits out
I
of his
wish we
body.
could have that Suresh on. Get rid of Suresh, if possible, just
Yes,
a
sir.
suggestion: if you can get the dancing ghost out for fight while the story is on.
Oh yeah, of
No,
course. Of course.
thoda
I'll do that. I'll
distraction
do
ho
that.
jayega.
I just learned how to get out of it also. So
Yeah,
I'm really
otherwise
sorry.
that would be more scary than my
Yeah.
stories.
Now you see Suresh pull out a hammer, na? He starts hitting the laptop
Oh,
like
God.
that.
Look
Dad,
at this.
dad. Anyway,
Oh,
so
right.
we thought the issues would be with the callers today. So isn't that something?
There's something strange.
it's like the ghost is confused about
There you go.
Suresh.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
Talia.
Yeah.
Suresh learning live.
Yeah.
Abhijit sir, take it away. All yours.
Thanks. So this happened with my uncle. Actually, he was in school and he had this friend. His name was Pradeep. So my uncle and Pradeep used to go to play cricket. They used to stay in army area, which is generally has a lot of secluded areas. So in the evening, they used to go to play cricket. And just besides the ground, there was a bit of forest area as well. So what used to happen is that in the evening, my uncle used to go with him to play cricket, but while return, he was always missing. He was not there. So
Okay.
apparently, my mama observed that whenever the ball gets lost, everyone is searching for the ball. That's when he generally disappears. So it was pretty strange. And he told Pradeep's mom that when does he return? So she used to say he returns late. And when Mama used to check with him, with Pradeep used to say, "Main to aa gaya tha, I had to go somewhere and I came back." So, he was known to do a bit of weird stuffs also. At times, he used to be very reserved kind of guy, not speak a lot and everything. One day, my mama just thought that I'll not focus on the game. I'll focus where does this guy disappear suddenly. So they were playing, the ball gets lost, and my mama lost his trace, and he sees that Pradeep is missing, but he doesn't know where he's gone. Next, the same thing happens. This time, my mama keeps a watch on him, and the ball gets lost. And suddenly, I mean, it's just evening, so the sun is setting down, and Pradeep starts walking towards the forest area. My mama follows him. Now, up to certain distance, he keeps calling him aloud. Pradeep, where are you going? Where are you going? He throws the bits of stones and all, but he's with full focus walking straight towards that area. He reaches a cliff. Pradeep reaches a cliff and goes down. Now my mama is slightly scared as to what should he do. Should he call some more guys with him, or he should go alone? He decides to go alone further. He reaches a cliff, and down below, Pradeep is sitting down. He has made a circle and he has inserted sticks in it, and he's sitting there. So my mama called him 2 or 3 times. He doesn't see. And this time my mama screams, Pradeep, what the hell are you doing and all? And he just looks up, and the eyeballs, I mean, the black eyeballs are missing. It's completely white. So I told my mama that maybe, the visualization was such that, he must have seen. So his mama said that it was a side glance. It was not a top glance that, the eyeballs will be missing. And for a moment, my mama lost control. He fell down. He didn't know what to do. And he said that my mama was so scared that he could not scream as well. But somehow he managed the guts and he just ran away from there. He didn't know what to do. He went home. He told his mom and my nanny also didn't know what to say about this. He told his father, and his father said that, yeah, he was into a bit of this satanic things, which we call actually. He was interested into planchette and everything, but they tried to keep him away from that. A few years later, Pradeep committed suicide. That's it.
Oh.
So, but my mama never came to know what was all that about, and it was a freaking story for him. And my mama is actually quite a practical person. He doesn't believe in ghosts and all, but this one incident remains unanswered for his whole life.
Oh, that was really quick and freaky. I got a bit of
Wow,
chills at
man.
the
I
end.
can, hey, boy, this is like really
Shit.
scary, man.
So is this a true story or is this a narration? We are being very real. We are like, we hum log पूछ लेंगे सीधा. Is this real?
Yeah, I trust my uncle for that, and yes, and he has told this
My
many times.
God.
Just
I had
one-
heard it from my mom, and I got it re-narrated from my mama as well.
I just want to recheck again just to make sure that superstition को ज़्यादा encourage नहीं करना चाहिए इसके लिए. But
Yeah,
I just want to know, were you very naughty as a child, Abhijit?
What kind of question is
नहीं,
that?
sometimes बच्चों को डराते ना. Hey, प्रदीप
अरे
आएगा. Hey, Abhijit, प्रदीप आएगा. आराम से गंदगोल मत करो.
Not really, sir. No.
Man, scary one, bro. Anyway, what do you do, yaar, when you hear a story like this that has no explanation, there's no closure,
Yeah.
there's nothing?
I'm worried about your
Damn.
uncle, man. He must be thinking about it almost every day, actually.
Abhijit, which city did this happen in?
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
I forgot to check on that. I don't know the city. I'm really
Okay.
sorry for
Please.
No, it's okay. I just want to check.
Cyril,
because
just
Suresh-
Google all cities with cliffs.
Yeah,
And,
there'll be a few, maybe 100, 150.
So the
something.
one more thing you need to ask your uncle is when Pradeep went off the cliff, like how
It was not a deep one. It was not a
वो
deep
चढ़ के गया रहेगा सुरेश.
अरे वो ऐसा चल के गया फिर ठप करके नीचे गया.
See, none of us were there, na, so we have to assume some of these things. Anyway,
That's a crazy story, Abhijit. Thank you.
Abhijit,
Crazy,
thank you
quite
for
scary.
setting the mood and the vibe and all. Now the next story will be about somebody's chikuti.
Yeah. The
So thank
Harami
you so
chat
much
is quite
for being-
happy. They rated us
Also-
7 to 8.
Yeah, Abhijit, you also convinced me कि मुझे lights on रखना चाहिए. मेरा थोड़ा फट गया actually speaking.
Go for it. You were
Okay,
saying
just
something,
one thing,
Abhijit.
so a big shout out to your daughter. I really love her
Hey, how
videos.
sweet. Thank
Wow,
you.
sweet, how sweet.
She's driving us mad. That's all the fun stuff you get to see. Anyway, take care. Bye, Abhijit. Have a good night.
Bye.
Whoa, that was
Seriously?
I was can I say I was not expecting chills from that story because
Yeah.
it was told very matter of factly. But then when he got to that last part where there's like, just like the story ends there, it's like
The thing is, it had like this cross border between a personality trait, unexplainable, and the fact that no one knew anything until the end, and that's pretty
Hey,
crazy,
damn.
man.
I forgot to ask him whether Pradeep was a fast bowler or was he a batsman or a spinner or a wicket keeper.
I believe our good man Yashraj is in the chat. Yashraj, how are you doing, buddy? Kya karu
Yeah.
main? Kya karu main? You just you habubu,
Yes,
habubu,
right.
habubu. What a sweet guy. He always leaves these really sweet messages. Such a down to earth guy. Yashraj, love, love. Okay, people are like, hey, don't let Yashraj in and all. She's so nepotism ho jayega. It's nepotism if मैं उसका बच्चा है या वो मेरा बच्चा है. Anyway, forget that. Um, we'll bring people in. I can't take Yashraj in now immediately. Maybe next caller I'll be like, अरे by mistake हो गया. So
Yeah, your
let's keep
finger
going.
slipped on the button. Happens.
Habubu Aiga, he'll be here at 10 o'clock. Let's see who we
Yeah.
have next. Very
He's chewing his
interesting.
food very slowly. He'll be here.
Real quick, some super chats. The Practical Gardener says, thanks for keeping us entertained on Saturday evenings. We have Sheikh who says, Hira hai tum sab log. And now even you, Chandra Yi, you also Hira log. Vishal Agnit says, hola, where's Sahu? Usko headphones nahi dilaoge to yahi hoga. Unko khana nahi diya, isliye aisa hua. Anyway.
Hello, can you hear me?
Chandra, yes, we can hear you very clearly.
Thank you
Sure,
so
sure.
much. This was my first attempt to join the Zoom link, and yeah,
I
I'm
hope I
here.
pronounced your name correctly.
Correct. Yes, it is correct.
Show me your
That's
phone
good.
once more.
Sorry.
Who are you talking to, Suresh? Suresh is talking to someone in his house.
Yeah, he forgot to mute the mic, so it kind of confused everything about it. But
I was wondering why he's telling her that. Anyway, go for it. The stage is yours.
Thank
Take
you.
it away.
So I have two stories. The first one is of my father. So I come from a joint family. A little bit of pretext about that. So I had one great grand aunt. Like she was my grandfather's aunt, but in those days the age gap between the siblings were less. So she was almost the same age as my grandfather. So this lady, she was married when she was 7 years old, and she was a widow when she was 9 years old. So from that time, like in 1920s or something, she started living with her family back. So my grandfather's father got her home and they were staying together. And she used to she was under a lot of social pressure that time, for the widows. So everything she has to do, she had to purify with the Ganga Jal and things like that. So over the years, this OCD started building up. And then comes my father's generation. My father was the youngest kid and he was a naughty one. He always used to trouble her. But she loved him a lot. In 1980 or 80 or 82 something, she was on a deathbed, and she called my father one day, and my father was in college that time, and she just said that, I think I'm not going to make it, but I will see you in Vrindavan. Okay, this was before she passed away, and it was like 1980 or 82, something like that. This is now 2002 and 2002 or 2003. My father was posted in Delhi, and we all went to visit him during the Durga Pujas, and we had a trip to Rishikesh, Haridwar, Vrindavan, that whole belt. So we went to the Vrindavan Mandir, and I did not know anything about that. I was in class 7 or 8 that time. So it was me, my sister, my mom, and my nani. We all went to the Vrindavan Mandir. We visited the main, the place where, the aarti and all happens. And then we come out, and we were waiting for my father to come, and he was not coming out of the mandir. We waited for like 15-20 minutes. We did not have a phone to call him and check whether he's coming or not. And then we thought that, okay, we'll wait near the exit, because again, Andar Jana is a long process with a queue. He came out after 15-20 minutes and he just said to my mom, I saw her. And I did not understand the context. So my mom is like, whom? Then we used to call her Acharni. Acharni means jiska bahut achar vichar hota, and like she had a lot of those things. So my father said that as he was coming out, he just saw her standing behind a pillar and looking at him. So my father froze in the temple. He couldn't move, and she was just looking at him. It was not scary, but it was very unexpected. And imagine, like, she said it to him in 1982, and this was 2002 and 3, so he completely forgot. And suddenly she saw him standing behind a pillar and just looking at him. He couldn't move at all. And when the next set of these people started coming in and the crowd was again building up inside the main camp, like main mandir, that is when she disappeared. And then my father, he could make himself walk again. So it was quite scary. It was, it was very spooky. So There is no explanation. It's not like, that anyone was possessed or he was afraid. It was very unexpected thing that happened.
Wow, and that was the last time it happened?
Yes. And it was after 20 years of her passing away. That is when my father said to my mom, you know what, before she
Oh,
passed
shit.
away, she mentioned that I will see you in Vrindavan. And that is what happened.
Exactly 20 years later.
Yeah. 20 to
The
25
blessing
years.
is
Isn't
it's a
it
blessing. Yeah, it's a blessing. You're right, Suresh. It's a total blessing, but it's also quite a thing to experience by itself. I mean, what did your father feel like? Was he in shock,
He
fear?
Yeah, no, it was not fear. He said that he froze and his body became very heavy, but he knew that he was in a temple. And my father is not too a religious person, so he did not know what to do. He couldn't move. That is what he said to me. Like even today, when we talk about the incident, he just said that I couldn't move. My whole body became so heavy that I couldn't take a step forward. So he just stood there and he was just looking at her, and she was just wearing a white sari that she used to wear when she was alive. And before the next set of people came, so when the next set of people were coming in and the crowd was again building up, they leave people in sets so that there's not much crowd inside. So next set of people were coming in, that is when she disappeared.
Wow.
So
That's a
maybe
great
she
story.
she got a
Wow.
release. And the next one that I have, but this is going to be a great content for the chat, because there was a Khan Masti that happened with me. And
Okay.
it was
Best of
in
luck.
Budapest. Yeah, it was in, so I travel alone. I went to Budapest. This is 2018 November. I reached around 5:36 6 a.m. in the morning. And if you know, in Europe, the check-ins are at 2 p.m. in most of the places. So you don't get to check in. So generally, if I reach any place early, I just dump my luggage and I just go out for the trip. So I reached this hostel, and I always book a dorm. So I went in, I checked in, and it is a family run business, very old building. Just the fourth floor is the hostel. I go up to the reception and I say that I know I can't check in. I'll just put my bag and go. He's like, no, the dorm is empty. The female dorm is empty. You go and you take rest and all. So as I enter the female wing, there are two rooms, twin rooms, which are empty. And then I go to my dorm, which has three bunk beds, and it is empty as well. So I go, I put my luggage, I sleep, then I go for the entire trip. I come back at the hostel at around 11:30 in the night. I freshen up. And that time also the female wing was empty. There were families, and I think in the mixed dorm, there were people. I'm not too sure, but I saw some families there. I was so tired, I slept. And if you have stayed in a dorm, each bed has its own curtain. Like you can just draw the curtain there. I slept, and suddenly in the middle of the night, I hear someone scream in my ear, like my left ear. It was so loud that my ear started hurting. So I got up and I sat and I checked my phone. It was 2:30. The first thing that crossed my mind is like, maybe I have received a call, because my phone was just next to me. I checked my WhatsApp, I checked my messenger, my normal phone call. There's no phone call there, but my ear was still hurting. The next thought that came to my mind is like, maybe someone has entered the room. But to remove the curtain and look outside, my mind was, what if someone is peeping at me from the other bed, like
Okay.
across.
So there's a lot of fear. You're too fearful.
It was, yeah. And I did not know how to do, and the entire room was dark. So it was, I think if it was 2:30, maybe it was around 6 o'clock in India. So I called up one of my friend, and I said, like, look, this happened. I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. Then my friend is like, don't you have a bed light? So then I realized, yes, I do have a bed light. I switch it on, and then it was a different perspective, because then it was light and shadow.
Correct.
And then I removed my curtain. I got down from my bed, because I had to go to the main switch to switch it on. And the entire, like 10 steps maybe, but every time I thought that someone is peeping out from the other beds, because it was an empty room, full dark, with a light shadow from my reading light. So I switch on the light. The door is locked from inside. There is no one in the room. My ears still hurting from that scream. And next thing that I wanted to check is, like, look out of the window. So it's November in Europe, so it's quite chill there. The window is closed. It's on the fourth floor facing the road. So even if someone is screaming from below, it might come up, but it won't hurt my ear. So I have no explanation about it.
Oh, that's
And
okay.
I went back. I know Panvel is coming, but
Panvel आके
I
निकल
will,
गया.
I will just go back. So
I got a reason for this. Tell me
yes,
something. Do you have this problem of while flights take off and land that your ears start buzzing a
no,
lot? Oh,
no, because I was traveling 2 countries, so I don't have
मैं हार गया.
Well
No.
tried, Suresh. Well said. Almost got it.
No,
मैं
no,
try
I thought
करता हूँ.
about all of this. So I don't have an explanation to it. So this was like, Bhoot did some kind
Wow.
mistake or whatever it
Wow.
was.
That's
I've
crazy.
experienced hearing like my lady's voice and all just randomly saying things like Hoezaay, put the keys off. But that was my mom. But not screaming. I've never had the screaming happening.
Yeah.
पूरा
Yeah, it
screen
was a
flicker हो
scream.
जाता.
It was a male voice, and what
Oh.
I felt was like, hello. That is what my mind could process, but I don't know what it was. Maybe it was some Hungarian language. I don't know what it was, but it was so loud that my ear was hurting. It was physical pain, not
Hey,
psychological.
Someone is
Is it
saying
good?
that the ghost came and shouted, Panvel! Panvel!
Yes.
The
I agree.
best-
That is what I said.
No, no,
Like
no.
I have enough content for the
but
chat.
I think the ghost was also suddenly realized अरे ये तो मेरा भाषा बोल ही नहीं रहा है तो वो चला गया.
Yeah.
Very funny.
It can be.
It was the kind we speak different languages में किसी और के पास.
Thank you so
Anyway,
much.
Chandra,
Yeah.
thank you so much for being on our stream.
Yeah.
Superb.
Love the
Thank
first
you.
story and the second
Good
story.
one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have-
Oh, she's
Yeah.
gonna say
Oh,
she was gonna say have
Yeah.
a fuck all
You
day.
know what that
Screw
is?
you guys.
No, Jose, that's the equivalent of someone trying to put their leg to the door and you just close the door
So
on them.
Ashna Mestri saying, sir, I so want to tell my experience. Well,
Wow.
that's Ashna Mestri.
Welcome,
Oh,
Ashna Mistry.
That's not Ashna Mistry, but look, we have a fake someone trying to fake being Cyrus Sahukar.
And
Hey,
the
this
fake-
is
the one on the left
कौन
is the real
है
one.
ये लोग?
The left one
कहाँ
is the right
left?
one.
Yeah, because we can already see his frame. We know that's his house. Someone.
Who's the
Why-
fake Cyrus? I wanna know.
कौन है ये लोग? कहाँ से-
कौन
This
है
is a
तू?
ghost story in itself. A report user send police email. That's not an option over there. Cyrus will suddenly fall from the ceiling like that down into the frame.
He's like, I've been floating around.
Habubu's here, guys. Everybody can take it easy now.
All right, we
Habu-
can go. Sure.
Habubu times will begin. I'm leaving. Okay, a real
leaving.
quick. Priya Prakash sent us a message. He said, "Can't thank you guys enough for this weekly ritual. Love you all. Please don't call it a ritual. We don't need rituals." Oh, yeah. Satyaraj Singh says, "Sachin Tendulkar, Shakib son, fitter Shoaib Akhtar. By the way, love you guys. Stay well. Take care." And of course, the practical gardener. Kitna sweet, man. So many lovely messages. Samruddhi says, you guys should look into launching a merchandise line. Encholar, mango, panvel, unnerving. So many ideas. By the way, love you guys and the stream. We love you too. We'll share the love. What's up with Sahu? He's Sahu. If you're there, please click the link again and come back. We're removing you due to inactivity.
Yeah, wow. This is
Let's
strange.
keep going. Maybe we should take in the other Cyrus Sahukar. Arun says Cyril looks like he's sitting in hell with lava around him. That's what he was going for. That's
it.
exactly what he was going
That
for.
is real lava, actually. Yeah.
Mr. Lava Lava.
Ashna, I'm trying, but these people are not taking. That was not her, by the way, on the phone. This was-
What?
So-
Suresh he's talking to people through
Yeah,
through LinkedIn.
he's running a
and stuff.
business. He's
Arey,
doing some background stuff.
Vishal Agnihotri is very happy that Sahu's in the house. Hello, Darjeeling Hotel. How are you? I've never spoken to a hotel before, but this is it's always a pleasure to try something new.
I've been to the stream before. So it's Minakshi, and I've been in the love stream. And I was so nervous that I had a problem to share, but I chickened out. So I
Oh.
do have a story today.
Minakshi, we've started this new rule where you have to have your camera on so that we can identify you next time, and after that we collect your Aadhaar card.
Yeah.
Actually, is it okay if I keep my
Nahi,
camera
see,
off?
if we do that, then we'll have to see. Now we've put ourselves in this mess. So
Yeah.
now we.
Okay,
So
then
now
just give me-
on today's
give
stream,
me-
at least everybody has to come on with video. Maybe next time we'll have a week to think about it, na? So
Okay, then can you give me just a second then?
are you gonna put a bedsheet on your head or something? That's gonna be very funny.
No, I'm gonna switch on the lights. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you. That's very kind of you to bear with us.
No, that's fine.
Even
That's
I
really
know how
fine.
ridiculous this whole situation is. Don't worry. That's so funny.
Okay, just a second.
Or you could have also tricked us and just had a picture of a hotel.
No, no, no.
Suresh, that spirit really needs to be tamed a little bit.
Hi,
I
how's it
audible?
going? Yes,
Hi.
good to have you on the
Hi.
stream. Suresh is doing a
Just
special
a second.
dance for you.
Just a second.
No worries, you
Did
take
the
your time.
lights go
Meanwhile,
on?
Aditya Prabhakar
Yeah.
says,
I'll start.
sorry,
Alright.
1 second, Minakshi. Aditya says 1,000 for Cyrus on the stream. My wife was really upset that I didn't have my camera on when I came on the stream with the Pawai flat story. Maybe someday I will have a news story. Yes, Aditya. Okay, Minakshi, over to you.
Yeah, so this isn't my story. This is my friend's story. She has narrated it to me once. And she's someone that I have known that she's not someone to believe in all this stuff. So she said that this happened to her. So it's a long story, so you have to bear with me a little. She has passed her school, out of her school, and then she and her friends decided to take a trip somewhere. So as all of them hail from Kolkata, so they thought that, Darjeeling is the safest place, because they just passed out from school. So it's like somewhere nearby. So they booked their hotels prior to the trip because my friend, let's call her Nisha, her parents, Nisha's parents used to visit Darjeeling often. So they used to stay in that in one hotel. So they thought that it's the safest option for now if they book the same one. So they book it. They reach the hotel. They reach Darjeeling. They check into the hotel, and they go to their room. Now this room was a huge one, obviously because there were like 5 of them. So they booked a big one, and it had a small room attached to it. So my friend Nisha is someone who likes her own space. So she said that, I'm going to call dibs on this room and I'm going to stay in this one and you guys can share the hall one. So her friends knew her, so they all agreed to it. So the first night they were all very tired. So they decided, let's just retire quickly and let's all just sleep. So now they all went back to their bed and they are just sleeping. In the middle of the night, my friend, Nisha, wakes up hearing a noise. Now, at first, she's disoriented because obviously, she's in a sleep, and now suddenly she hears a noise and she wakes up. So then she gets to hear some faint conversations coming from around somewhere. She can't pinpoint where is it coming from, but she can hear it loud enough to wake someone up, but not loud enough to decipher the context of it. So at first she thought that maybe someone around some other guests who are there in the room are having some conversation and she could hear it, or maybe her friends have not slept and they have woken up and having conversations in the middle of it. So she ignores it and she goes back to sleep. In the morning, she goes to her friend and she's like, I couldn't sleep last night because I woke up in the morning because of this conversation. And at first I thought that maybe it's from the other guests, but then I realized that we are the only one in this hallway, in this floor. So it must be you people. You guys have said that, you guys have went to sleep, but you have woken up in the middle and started having conversation. So her friend looks at her quizzically and says, no, we all went back to sleep at the same time. And, we were so tired that as soon as we hit the sack, we conked out. So it cannot be us, and we woke up a little while earlier. So then she's like, then I'm pretty sure I heard it because I got awoken by the noise. So then her friend suggests that maybe it's from the pedestrians coming from the street below. So she ignores it. So the same night, she again gets woken up by the same sound of conversation. She thinks now it's from the pedestrians coming from the street, so she ignores it and goes back to sleep. Now this is the third night, and she again wakes up due to some noise. But this time she not only hears some conversation noises, but she hears footsteps in the room. And she tells me this, and while she was telling this, she had goosebumps in her everywhere, that she heard someone was taking a stroll around the room, like around the bed, from one end to the other. And she was like, I was wide awake by that time. I was freaked out of my mind. And I was.
This is her own bed?
That room, that room that she was in the hotel, that adjacent room. Yeah.
So the next room is happening.
Yeah. So she could hear someone was taking a stroll, and it was in a very sedate pace. And and you sometimes have that instinctual feeling, right? Like if you do something and then something's going to happen.
Yeah.
So she is like, I had this feeling that if I open my eyes, something bad is going to happen to me. So she was like, whatever happens, I'm not going to open my eyes. So she was like, I kept my eyes closed and the scrolling continued. Like I could hear the footsteps and like it was continuing from one end to the bed to the other. And she also felt someone was staring at her from one corner of the room. And the energy in the room was very dark and malevolent. So somehow she passes the night, because she was like, I'm not going to open my eyes. And she didn't have the energy, or she was frozen. So she didn't have the energy to call someone from the other room also. So she wakes up in the morning, somehow not wakes up, she was already awake. She goes to her friend, the friend she confided in earlier. She was like, listen, I don't think this place is safe enough. This happened to me last night, and I think we should move out from this hotel. So at first, her friend, again, doesn't believe her. And she's like, you must be dreaming and all that. But she's like, I'm pretty sure somebody was walking in my room. She's like, oh, so then her friend is like, so I think we should check the window then, because if it's someone must have entered your room, we should complain it to the manager. So they go to the window. And I forgot to mention this, in that room, they had just one bed, that adjusted one. They had just one bed and a window above the bed. So they go to the window, open it, and what they see is that there's absolutely no streets below. It's just a vast jungle, and there's no ledge that's there in the window, nothing that could aid someone who could enter the room. So this time my friend is like completely freaked out, because then from where she has been hearing all this conversation noises, who was in the room and what was all going on. So they decided it's safe to say that they could just leave the room, leave the hotel, and just go back and check into another one. So that's settled. They go out and make some excuse to the other friends, because she didn't want to say what was happening for fear of being laughed at. And they were like, okay, we'll check out and we'll go to some other hotel. So then they decided to have lunch and come back and then leave. So one of the friends took a rain check, and she said that you guys go, and then I'll be staying and take some rest. So, and she also asked them to lock the door from the outside. So they leave. Not 10 minutes go by, they receive a call from that friend that you guys need to come back to the hotel immediately, and don't disconnect the call. Keep talking to me and come back to the hotel immediately. So they rush back, sensing the urgency in the voice, and they go and they open the door. And upon opening the door, they see that that other friend who stayed back was white as sheet, and she was seemingly terrified out of her mind. So they asked her what happened, what is going on. She's like, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to go out from this. I just want to leave this place.
Me too.
So they had to leave the hotel, and they had to cut the trip short, because everybody was visibly upset of what happened. Now, nobody mentioned what has happened to my friend. And so that friend didn't know what exactly happened to Nisha. So cut to 3 months later, they're hanging out, and they don't know exactly what has happened to that other friend who was terrified. What has happened to
3
her?
months.
Yeah, cut to 3 months later, she hasn't spoken about it to anybody. They again ask her that, what happened that day? Why were you so terrified? So she finally opens up. She's like, as soon as you guys left, I heard some noise coming. At first, I thought it was from the hallway, but then it was persistent. So I thought of checking it. I realized it's coming from the room that Nisha was staying in. So I go and open the door, and I see that someone is sitting on the bed, a girl, her back to the door, her hair open, gazing out the window. Seeing that, she obviously freaked out, and then she closed the door, immediately locked it, and then she called her friend. And after that, my Nisha narrated what has happened to her the past 3 nights, because then that friend said, I don't know how you have been staying in that place, because that the moment I opened the door, the energy in the room was so dark, it was really stifling. So yeah, that was the story.
Oh, you're
Oh.
right. It was a long story.
But she ended it well.
Yeah.
Great ending.
Yeah.
Superb ending.
Meenakshi, very
I'm so
scary.
sorry.
Are?
Yeah, it was
Acha
a
tha,
little-
very nice, yaar, majedar. And you were such a sport and everything. Thank you, Meenakshi.
Thank you
Superb
so
story.
much.
Minakshi, thank
And I'm
Don't
you.
so
go
sorry
back
for
there.
the-
Don't go back to that hotel.
Which place is this though?
It's in Darjeeling, but I don't know if I should take the name of the hotel. Although she told me the name of the hotel, but I
Many
don't
people,
think
is it the वो pine wine वाला? सब लोग chat में pine
Ah,
लिख रहे हैं इधर.
correct.
ठीक ठीक है रहने दो. It's not.
That one.
We'll
It's
speak
okay.
to the
No,
two
no, no,
Sureshes.
yeah.
I wouldn't take the name because again,
Yeah.
if it's bad,
I
No,
know.
yeah, makes
right?
sense.
Not
Makes
such.
sense.
I know.
Thank
People
you
who
so
are
much.
because
Thank you
people
so
who are
much.
staying there and watching
Yeah.
the stream right now be like, "Arey, क्या है?" Okay.
Thank you
Take
so
care,
much, guys, for
Minakshi.
taking me.
Bye,
in.
Take
Minakshi.
care. Thank
Bye.
you.
Take care.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Solid
What
first
did
class, man.
what did I
Ah.
miss, sisters of the dark side?
Sorry,
Hi,
guys.
Habubu.
Habubu
Welcome.
आ गया, आ
Ooh la la la,
गया।
ooh la la la, ooh la, ooh la la la, hurrah, hurrah,
आ
hurrah.
गया अब।
This is not the
What a
right
cutie.
energy. We
Wait.
need
Yeah,
sober,
sorry.
scary, unnerving energy,
Yeah,
like what
yeah,
Suresh
yeah.
is showing us. Can
Yeah,
you see
fucking
him?
hell, bro,
What he's
what is
doing?
that? How is he doing that? It's freaking.
It's
He
amazing.
hired-
He's in
No,
two
no,
places.
He couldn't figure out how to do the background thing, so he asked his neighbor to come wear a mask and stand behind him for the whole stream. That's what's going on right now.
this poor neighbor is auditioning for Chikni Chameli while wearing.
He's on an
Yo.
infinite loop. It's amazing, Suresh.
Thank you.
I'm letting Yashraj Mukhate on because you
He's
brought
A.R.
A.R.
Rahman.
Rahman. Thank God,
Oh.
yes, we got
Dude,
two
A.R. Rahman on a
two
ghost
amazing
stream.
huge. No,
Freaking me out.
no, I'm letting him in so that we can let him go quickly. I'm
He's gonna
sure
do.
he has a lot of
he's
edits.
gonna do musical horror.
He's going to
Tu
sing.
mile.
Yashraj, are you there?
Hello. Namaste,
What's
sir.
up?
Yo, see,
Yeah.
I just wanted to prove to people कि actually really Yashraj ही है. There were सब लोग ये fake
हाँ,
है.
chat पे तो वही चल रहे
Hoezaay
हैं।
ने fake account बनाया उधर Yashraj को लेके. How's it going, buddy?
I'm good, sir. And before the chat starts saying nepotism and everything, I'll straight away get into the story.
Don't worry, we're not related. They can't do that. But
But can we take a second off to check out Yashraj's setup?
now
Oh, yeah.
the comments are about to come in saying that Yashraj is
Yeah.
mic better than whole stream. वो
Bro.
सब अभी आने वाला है.
Yeah, I
Just
swear.
set
यहाँ पे-
this up yesterday.
यहाँ पे चीथड़े निकले हुए हैं. सुरेश मैंने धागे से बात कर रहा है. यहाँ एक काजल setup हो. ये दोनों जुड़वा बैठे हैं.
Hey, you got that Walkman का headphones.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you mean by that? What do you mean
Suresh,
by
I don't
Walkman ka
You
headphone?
can call him
Yeah,
on his cell
Suresh,
phone, ask
don't-
him all these
Yeah,
things.
I was telling
Yashraj,
Cyrus.
Yes,
No,
sir.
no, no, look at
Yashraj, go for it. Are you here to tell us the
Yashraj.
story or you just I say time?
No. Of course, I have two stories actually, but I'll choose the shorter one.
But
So,
what do I set myself up for? Like
The-
goosebump, abubu shit, or like
True Hira, he's a true fan.
freaking me out?
So what I'll do is I'll choose the second one, and both the stories don't have any ghosts in them. Okay, but it is very scary. All right.
Okay.
Oh,
So
that's so
let me
lucky.
tell you the second story, which is a shorter story. This story is about a lady who used to come in. So I used to go in this church in Aurangabad where I used to play for the choir and all. So this church mein, this lady used to come. Let's call her Seema Auntie for now. Now
Nice.
Seema Auntie's husband doesn't stay here. He is in some other state. He's working. Her sons are also in some other country. They don't stay here. Seema Auntie stays alone. Now Seema Auntie has a lot of pets. She really likes dogs. So she has like 4-5 dogs at her place. One day when she went home, she fed her dogs, locked her doors and everything, went to bed. She did her prayer and everything, went to bed. Around 2:33 in the night, she felt someone was sitting on her bed. And she was sleeping like this. And she felt there was someone sitting on her bed near her leg.
Oh my god.
She turned and there was actually some person sitting right on her bed staring at her. Now she freaked out, got up, somehow managed to switch on the light, but he had cut off the electricity also while coming inside. She was screaming, she was saying bacha lo whatever कि मेरे को क्या चाहिए तुमको क्या चाहिए जो चाहिए लेकर जाओ, and she figured out that it was a real person who came inside. And then he was trying to stand up and do something, but he couldn't stand up. He fell back on the bed. Somehow she managed to get out of the room,
This
Get out of-
coordinated idiot.
They're drunkard.
get out of the house.
What the
And
hell?
she saw the dogs were all sleeping. He had given something to the dogs also.
Oh
She
shit.
climbed outside her gate, went to the neighbors, called the police. Eventually, they figured out that he had come inside to do something,
Right.
but he was so drunk and on some substance that he couldn't do it. So this was a testimony that that the danger came in, but
Oh.
God saved her right
Wow.
at the right
Oh,
moment.
wow.
Great story, man.
But Suresh, did you take a cab back home after this, or
Yeah.
how did you get home?
And yes, that was it.
Dude, that's
But
crazy, man.
that shit happens to you, that will scar you more than anything else.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone sitting at the edge of your bed.
This is scarier than a ghost story, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
it's very-
but I got a theory. This drunken guy saw the door open and he thought उसका घर है, वो totally tight था. अभी एक्चुअल चोर जो कुत्ते लोग को सुला के गया ना, they thought कि घर का मालिक आ गया वापस. तो लोग डर के विंडो से कूद के चला गया. ये बेवड़ा गया और वो बेड के ऊपर बैठ गया. तो बेवड़ा
इसका मतलब हाँ, there are two sets of thieves then.
Yeah.
Suresh is telling his friend's side of the story. वो
Yeah.
that guy called Suresh said, please
See-
मेरा story भी बता देना.
But he was not drunk enough to cut the electricity and shit like that. huh?
He wanted to do something. He
Yeah.
tried doing it, but by the time he went inside the room, वो
It's damn bizarre, actually. Like,
Yashraj,
why-
everybody is typing
Yeah.
bikini bhoot.
And what's the first story?
Yeah.
it's a little long. If you allow me, if the chat allows me, I can tell you.
See, you are Yashraj, so you are allowed to do whatever you want at this point. So, sir, take it away.
All
After
right.
this, we'll never let you back in again. Go for it.
So this is a story about a guy. I'm just naming randomly. Let's call him Ramesh. Okay, Ramesh really
I
likes
know
it.
Ramesh.
My
Yeah.
favorite.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Owes me money.
Very nice guy. Really likes to go out. Really likes to go.
But
explore new
extrovert.
places.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
very,
extrovert.
very touchy-feely.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a place called. Okay, so before I start the story, there's one information I need to give you, that there are 5 to 7 people in the mythology who never die. They are blessed or cursed with something that they are immortal. They don't die. Okay.
Ashwatthama.
Ashwatthama is one of them, right?
Yeah.
So Ramesh used to go to this one place called Saptashrungi. There's a fort called Saptashrungi. There people go कि दर्शन करने जाते हैं, वहाँ पे दर्शन करते हैं. They come back. So this was one of the places where Ramesh used to often go. There he met this person called Rathod sir. Now Rathod sir is a man of science. He used to converse with him. उसका अच्छा friendship हो गया था. One day from his city he called Rathod sir कि बोल रहा है कि Saturday को मैं और मेरे friends आ रहे हैं वहाँ पर. तो do you know any places around the fort कि जहाँ हम जाके hang out कर सकते हैं, कुछ कर सकते हैं fun. तो बोलता है कि हाँ आप आ जाओ, यहाँ पे एक फोर्ट है ऊपर, आप ट्रैकिंग कर सकते हो वहाँ पे, लेकिन बस वहाँ पे एक केव है, जस्ट डोंट गो नियर दैट केव, इट्स लिटिल हॉन्टेड, तो वहाँ पे आप मत जाना, लेकिन यू कैन कम ऑन सैटरडे एंड यू कैन गो देयर एंड आफ्टर यू कम डाउन यू कैन कम एट माय प्लेस, विल हैंग आउट. तो बोलता है ठीक है. ऑन सैटरडे रमेश एंड हिज 3 फ्रेंड्स दे डिसाइड टू गो टू दैट ट्रैक. दे गो अप, दे हैव देयर फूड एवरीथिंग. नीचे आते वक्त उनको लगता है कि यार केव में जाने को तो नहीं बोला है, लेकिन देख के आते हैं क्या है. तो ऑब्वियसली दे गो देयर. और 4 में से एक बंदा जो था वो बोला कि यार मेरे को ठीक नहीं लग रहा है, बाहर ही मुझे थोड़ा अजीब फील हो रहा है, आई विल स्टे आउटसाइड, यू 3 कैन गो इनसाइड इफ यू वांट, मैं बाहर ही रुकता हूँ. तो ही वेट्स आउटसाइड, उसको बाहर रुकाते, तीनों अंदर जाते. अंदर जाते जाते देयर कम्स अ पॉइंट जहाँ पे उनके टॉर्चेस और वो सब बंद हो जाता है एक साथ. तो वहां पे उसमें से 2 लोग जो होते हैं वो बोलते हैं यार हमको थोड़ा डर लग रहा है कि पहले हमको नहीं बोला है, लेट्स नॉट गो इनसाइड. बट रमेश सेज कि नहीं यार देखते हैं जाके अंदर क्या प्रॉब्लम है, एक काम करो तुम दोनों बाहर रुको, तुम तीनों बाहर रुकना, जब तक मैं बाहर नहीं आता हूँ प्लीज वेट फॉर मी आउटसाइड, मैं देख के आता हूँ अंदर क्या है, लेट्स सी. तो बोलते ठीक है हम रुकते हैं बाहर, और उनको बोलता है कि मैं जब तक बाहर नहीं आता हूँ तब तक जाना नहीं तुम लोग. बोलता ठीक है. ही गोज इनसाइड, द केव स्टार्ट इज गेटिंग नैरोअर एंड नैरोअर. इसका भी टॉर्च बंद हो गया है and it gets smaller at to a point जहाँ पे उसको क्रॉल करके जाना पड़ता है. He crawls and suddenly sees a light from the other side. तो उसको लगता है ये तो एंड आ गया दूसरा, let's go inside, कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पे, इतना तो डरने का कोई बात ही नहीं है. He goes ahead, जैसे जैसे आगे जाता है वो वाइड होता जाता है केव, और and there comes a point कि जहाँ पे एक बहुत बड़ा रूम जैसा दिखता है कि it feels like he is under a banyan tree. तो पूरे रूट्स दिख रहे हैं and it looks very big. और वो जो लाइट जहां से आ रहा था, देयर ही सीज अ गुरुजी. ओके, ही गोज नियर हिम, और जो लाइट जो आ रहा था इट वाज उनके ऑरा से उतना लाइट जनरेट हो रहा था. ही गोज नियर द गुरुजी. गुरुजी आस्क्स हिम टू क्लोज हिज आईज. गुरुजी गिव्स हिम आशीर्वाद, वो पैर छूता है, गुरुजी गिव्स हिम आशीर्वाद, एंड देन ही डजंट स्पीक, द गुरुजी डजंट स्पीक. तो बोलता है ओके गुरुजी आई विल गो, मेरे फ्रेंड्स बाहर रुके हुए हैं, आई विल गो आउटसाइड. विद द सेम रूट बाहर आता है, सेम केव से, फिर वो स्मॉल होता है, फिर वो बाहर आके देखता है तो हिज फ्रेंड्स आर नॉट देयर. तो बोलता है यार मैंने इनको बोला था रुकने के लिए, क्यों रुके नहीं. तो ही गोज टू द सेकंड प्लेस जहाँ पे उनका मीटिंग का डिसाइड हुआ था. गोज टू राठौड़ सर प्लेस. वहां पे जाके नॉक करता है तो राठौड़ सर ओपन्स द डोर एंड राठौड़ सर इज शॉक्ड टू सी हिम. तो बोलता है सर मेरे फ्रेंड्स यहाँ पे आए क्या, ये मैंने उनको रुकने को बोला था, have they come here? तो राठौड़ सर बोलते हैं तुम अंदर आओ अंदर आओ अंदर आओ. उनको पानी देते हैं पहले राठौड़ सर. तो आर यू ओके? तो बोलता है हाँ आई एम ओके. मेरे फ्रेंड्स कहाँ पर है? तो बोले यू हैव बीन इनसाइड फॉर 6 months.
Oh shit.
You went inside
So-
that day.
What?
You went inside that day. Your friends waited outside for the entire day. You did not come out. So they came home. They came to me. So the next day we went there with police. वो भी ज्यादा अंदर तक नहीं जा पाए क्योंकि उनकी टॉर्चेस बंद हो गए, तो वो भी बाहर आ गए. So we thought you were dead. And you were inside for 6 months. Now tell me what exactly happened. तो उसने पूरा बताया. फिर मैं अंदर गया, मैं गुरुजी से मिला और मैं बाहर आ गया. तो eventually it turned out that he had gone into some other dimension through that cave. He had traveled time for 6 months, met Markandeya Muni. Now Markandeya Muni is a legend mythological character. Unko mila wo, and he came outside. For some reason, it did not affect his physical body in any way. And yes, so that happened. And that man is alive now. He's 50 years old. And he's probably 6 months younger than other people of his age.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's amazing, man.
Wow, man.
But nothing else happened or recurred in his life.
No, not after that. Yeah.
Like nothing
Yes.
different or
Nothing. He just
one,
went.
one good thing is that when he came back, all the shows that he was watching, there were many seasons to watch in one go. He was like, now I don't have to wait for the next episode. People are saying
Yeah.
this is the next season of Dark and all.
Where
Apna
is this?
chat
Correct.
sab pagal log hai.
This
Hey,
is,
Dark. I always believe it's a copy of one of our mythologies.
Yeah, yeah.
What is Dark about? I want to see. I've heard.
Oh, very
lovely
interesting.
things
I
about it.
just love that.
Ulrich.
yeah.
Ulrich.
It's good. Have you guys all seen it?
It's nice.
It's amazing.
Yeah, very nice. very nice.
Yashraj, buddy, thanks for being on
Thanks
the
man.
stream.
so much, man.
Yes,
Yashraj,
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 come on.
one second,
Thank you.
guys, most
Oh.
important question.
Yes,
Where
sir.
was this? Where is this?
This was
place?
Saptashrungi. This is Maharashtra only.
Huh.
But there's a place called
Saptashrungi.
Saptashrungi. Yeah, it's.
Somebody
Which?
say Andar
Nasik?
Stellar.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed.
Nasik.
I don't know. I must be.
Suresh
I'll
is like
check.
he's going mad. He's like,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
is this
Yeah,
place?
it's like,
मेरे को
hey,
जाने का है.
Google
तू
link
उधर
पे
अभी
भेजो
जाएगा
अभी.
मैं.
I want to go.
You know,
Bola क्या?
he keeps a packed suitcase at all times.
Yeah,
He's
it's
ready to go.
So
Like
go
walking
go
out-
for Suresh.
If you want to be 6 months younger, then you can go inside and come back.
What are you
Yeah.
thinking? Why? That's why he wants to go there.
That's nuts.
Why
That's
come
nuts.
back?
You want to ask that final question is how big the hole was so you could fit in.
Oh shit, yeah.
So mean.
And Muni is also very hurried to attack together.
Anyway, buddy, thanks for being on with us
Thank
on
you
the
so
stream.
much.
Thank you so much for
Thank you,
having
man.
me.
Good one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
love
for
this team and love what you're doing. Thank you.
Yo, very
Thank
sweet.
you for
man.
sharing
We
so
love what
beautifully,
you're
man.
doing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We
bro.
We can't even say कि we love what you're doing. ऐसा हम
I
लोग
said
कम से हमें इतना छोटा आदमी नहीं बोलते. Take care, buddy.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
man.
much,
Have a good
brother.
one.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Suresh, you're leaving now or later?
Yeah.
When are you taking the
Me?
cab?
Suresh, you're off.
Yeah.
I always feel that there is this wormhole from where you can go to the other dimensions.
Dude,
you know?
it is 100%. I'm sure it's
100%
around. And
it's
there are a series of wormholes all across.
Yeah.
I believe that I have also been through one.
I have many
Oh.
times lost time, like seriously lost.
Hoezaay-
See, Cyrus, you can't
Hoezaay-
do
During
that.
Hoezaay-
During a
Hoezaay-
ghost story
shoot.
narration.
Cyrus says, I went through a wormhole. I'm sorry I'm 3 hours late for a shoot, but I don't know where I went.
Wait, no, I believe.
Is that I left for Maria Goretti's party. This is like 20 years ago. I was in Yari Road. Her house was also in Yari Road. I
Yeah.
left at 9 o'clock and I reached the party at 1 o'clock and I was in an auto. Okay. And if you know Yari Road, JP Road, it's like a
Yeah.
5-minute ride.
Right.
I have no friggin' clue where I was, bro. And I
You-
told them I
yeah.
left home. It was perfect. And they all kept saying, what are you talking about? You're late. And I said, I was in a portal. I don't know where I went.
No, but possible, man. And before we go to the next
Well
call, let me
played,
take
sir.
this opportunity. There's a great theory of a show called Manifest that's come out now. It's on a streaming app.
I won't
So
watch.
it's the same thing. They go through a wormhole, but here's the beautiful part that they've done is that in the time that they had disappeared. So like if you disappear for 5 years and you come back, then you have only exactly 5 years to live. To the amount of
fuck?
time you
Wow.
disappear is the amount of time you get to live beyond that point.
No, bro.
It's
what a great
amazing.
twist. What a great twist.
How
What a
interesting
great
is
twist. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take a regular call round. Then we're going to pull Sahil Shah on.
Arr.
We're going to be on his stream tomorrow.
So he's telling us a horror story. Is he telling us a horror?
He's
Ashna
gonna
is
come
still
and tell us
waiting.
one of his horror
Ashna, if you can hear me. Yeah.
गाड़ी
so
number
this-
302 Ashna Ashna
Tales of the
आजा।
Crypt.
Hoezaay अभी भी act smart act करे ले अपने मालूम नहीं.
Hi
Sorry.
Sankrita, how's it going?
Hi Sankrita, how are you?
Sanskrita.
Hi guys.
Sanskrita.
Sanskrit.
Sanskrita Singh.
Hi
Beautiful.
Sanskrita.
Yeah.
All right,
Sanskrit
go for
Ali.
it.
So I'll just quickly go through my story. It's based out of Shimla, and
Nice.
so
Shimla ka amla.
yeah. So my dad's an army officer, and we got a bungalow there in Shimla when he was posted, and so the house was on top of a small hill. The house is basically visible from the mall road, right? And so one night, my parents had gone to a party, and I did not want to go to that party. So I was staying alone. And then after the party, like while I was at home, suddenly the light went off. And like it was a bit creepy because obviously it's cold and everything. But they came back, and it was a bit like that airy feeling was there in the vibe, right? But eventually the lights came back and I was fine. So, soon after my parents came back, they had a friend over at home. So my dad was chatting up with him, and then later once he went back, it was a U-shaped house, right? So, and there was a balcony that was connecting the house. So there was there was a drawing room, then there was a dining hall, then there was a small outlet to the kitchen, and from that you can take a left turn, and then all the rooms began. So there was like a dressing room, and then my room, and then my parents' room. And my parents' room and the drawing room were adjacent to each other, right? And
Right.
there was a balcony that was connecting this. So my father just went to the room. I was also helping my mom clear up the stuff once the guest went back. And what my mom was doing was she was switching off the lights one after another while, coming from the drawing room to the dining hall and everything. So the moment she stepped from the kitchen to to my room, all the lights just went on again
Okay, my God.
in the drawing room, in the dining hall, and everywhere.
Oh,
Whereas we clearly remembered that we switched
put
off
them
all.
off. Mm.
And the weirdest part about this house was that when we like shifted to this house, so there were these stairs. Like the house was on the first floor, and there was nothing on the ground floor. But still, for some reason, there was this huge stairway that led to the first floor, and the house was on the first floor. And on those stairs, there were the typical wooden British type of stairs. And on those stairs, a lot of people had, with using compass and all, they had marked this
Brooks
house
was here.
like this house is haunted
Oh
and
God.
stuff like that. And things like this used to happen a lot. So this was one such incident. Another incident was, again, my parents had gone out, and it was almost like evening-ish in the night. And I had ordered pizza and everything. And I was like, okay, I'll just sit in my own room. And I had switched on the TV. Around 7:30ish, the lights went off. Everything, like I had my phone charged
Oh man.
beside me. I had like a table lamp, like a emergency lamp beside my table because light jati thi wahan pe.
Mm.
The mom had kept that. So ekdam se it all went black. And agar wahan pe you shout also na, to koi aa nahi payega. It was like an isolated house sort of a thing.
Oh, you're like a little away from everybody.
Yeah.
Oh. God.
So my mom had kept that emergency light and everything. Ki kuch hua agar light chali gayi to put it on and stuff. The worst thing was the moment the light went off, मेरा phone चलना बंद हो गया. Like it just went off, right? And that उसमें battery नहीं लगी हुई थी, वो on नहीं हो रहा था. And this was like for good about 3-4 minutes, and then it came back and everything was normal. I called up my parents and I was like, please come back soon. It's very weird and it's freaking me out. Then the third thing that happened was we were driving from Chandigarh to Shimla, and nobody believes me on this, but I swear this happened. Like while we started getting on the hills, there was this one person. Like I was driving and my dad was sitting beside me, my mom was behind. And
I saw this person asking for lift. Like रास्ते में, you see कहीं पे जहाँ चाय टपरी and all होते हैं, अभी this person was asking for lift. I obviously ignored and we were like moving ahead. Suddenly, I know this and I recollect this very strongly. On the next chai tapri, I saw him again. And on the third chai tapri, I saw that guy again.
Oh shit.
And I told my dad that, Dad, look at this guy. We'll see him again in the next tapri. And
Oh,
my dad's like,
shit.
you are just, there's something going on in your head. So let me drive. And he actually made me stop the car and he started driving.
That shit really
And-
got me, seeing the same guy at different chai tapris. That's crazy.
It
Did
was
you try taking
super
a picture
crazy.
of him?
No, but the next chai tapri, he wasn't there. Like the
He
moment
used like, "Ye
I
picture
told-
legi abhi."
Like he heard you. The minute you mentioned it, he disappeared.
The
Who's-
moment
who are you? Are you like someone? Is there a mirror behind you?
Yeah. There's a mirror behind me.
And there's someone else in your room, right?
Yeah, it's my husband.
Acha. Oh,
Okay,
you
just
locked
give
him
me
in the mirror world.
10 seconds because
That's so
as a Parsi, there are very few left. So
In
Anyway,
fact, I just wanted to say this is
I
my
just-
first time I tried coming here, and my husband is really going crazy because I just discovered the ghost chat that you guys are doing
Yeah.
last week, and I've been hooked onto it.
that's
And
great.
he's
I
like,
just
"What
saw
the hell
him.
are you talking
I just saw him pick up his laptop and throw it away. What is
Yeah.
he doing over there?
Why is he
I
throwing
can't-
water on the
can't tell
laptop
what's
now?
happening.
can you believe, Miss Singh, how lonely we are? Not only looking at you, we're looking at things happening behind
Kya
you
ho raha
in the
hai
mirror.
Yeah, he's got a nice shirt on, but
Yeah.
let's
Chalo,
He's having
chalo.
very attractive shoulders.
yeah, very good.
But why does it look
Have a
like he's
WhatsApp.
sitting in an office?
What's
Hi.
up, bro? What's up? Abhi,
He's
yaar,
like,
tu
"Band karo ye
yaar-
sab."
Acha,
Anyway.
your back is
Oh,
showing.
mirror.
Sanskrita, thanks so much for being on this
Sans-
stream with us.
Thank you so
Sanskrita,
much.
big hug.
You
to
guys
both
are
of
doing
you.
an amazing thing. So
It's
thank you.
I would give it a 5 on 10, but yeah, thank
On
you
a
so
good
much.
day.
Yeah,
Great.
a
Alright.
3.5 or grade.
2
Okay,
for me.
bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye,
Singh.
bye.
You know,
Bye, guys.
I just
Bye.
want to say that I think maybe what she didn't realize was that maybe this person had 3 children who all looked identical and decided to get into the
Yeah.
tea business.
Quadruples.
You know,
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
What is this guy an X-ray? Is a Xerox
You know-
machine?
you
He
know, I
makes
don't wanna-
identical children.
Yeah,
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to be rude, but some people also have very common faces.
yeah.
Like
Case in point,
like,
I am
case in
everybody on the
point,
planet.
Sheila
mean-
on the corner.
Correct. Like, look at
Oh,
Hoezaay.
it's
He's here
odd.
and he's playing cricket at the same time.
Right. Look
Anyway,
at that.
before we move ahead, Anshuk also, whenever any panelists, especially Hoezaay and Cyrus, says, "Oh my God," more often than not, it is them being nice to the narrator. No, we're just thinking about our lives and our EMIs. And also
Dude,
just go,
yeah.
"Oh my God."
Sometimes I'm going through other panic problems. You know,
yeah,
it's not all about you
we
and
think
your
about
stream.
other things.
I'm like, holy shit, bro, my life's going nowhere, and I'm bankrupt emotionally, and I'm just where am I going? Oh my god.
Or
And that's
sometimes
also
you
happens.
remember a joke from yesterday, and you're like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
that's the answer.
Yeah, sometimes from 1970s, you know,
Mm,
like,
it's
oh, I just
amazing.
got that one.
SD says recommended watch for Habubus your channel 0 TV series based on some fantastic creepypastas. Paise for Sahu's headphones. How sweet. कितने
That's so
अच्छे
sweet,
लोग,
yeah.
अच्छे लोग. They
अरे
don't even
ये-
know that
ये-
he'll never get it.
ये कभी देगा ही नहीं.
That's what I was just saying. They're so innocent. They don't even know he's not even a reason.
But I've
Anyway.
ordered some headphones. I'm gonna get them.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
it's so weird because
I'm moving up. I'm moving up, man.
Hoezaay just got his car gold plated. You know, so I
Wait, is that a thing? You can gold plate your car.
Oh, is that a thing, Cyril? Look at that. Look at that, bro.
Oh,
Just
Listen,
stab
you're
it.
talking
I
to
want to make like a ghost and fly away right now. It's
you're
sweating
talking
so
to
much.
Cyril, who has crystal chandeliers and he bangs into boxes in a BMW. Anyway, Vibeshwar says been watching a lot of mainstream 90s Bollywood films. Spotted Suresh in so many of them. Legend at 10. Like he says,
Oh,
Balaton,
thank you.
legend at 10. Okay, really real quick, gonna pull Sahil Shah on. By the way, we are on Sahil Shah's stream tomorrow, discussing things like how people tell us ghost stories. What are we thinking inside? Is Sahu thinking about the plants, the garden? Oh, Sahil has even done.
Are you
lighting.
killing mosquitoes? What are you doing?
No, I
That's
set up the mood, man. I did full on lighting and all.
Wow,
Like,
bro. How nice is
like
that?
every this time, like, oh, fir ye hua.
Oh, dude.
Oh, fir ye
Unfortunately,
hua.
that's all the time we have today, guys. Sorry, we can't take Sahil. We can't do his story. Bye.
Meet Raju.
How do you do
side.
that? How do you do that, bro?
And
That's
there's a
fab.
light in the front that
It
Just
does
showing
look
off
like
your
your
Garib, yeah.
sun tanning parlor though.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway. Sahil,
guys.
what time is the stream tomorrow?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock
in the
tomorrow.
evening?
8 o'clock
Fantastic, Sahil.
evening.
I have
It's
so much
gonna be
respect
fun.
for you. These guys start at 10. By 12 o'clock, we're throwing up in a little puke bucket. little drip, holding
Listen,
on.
setting this up. Anyways, I messaged all of y'all. Everyone said yes for Friday. Then Jose's like, no, Friday we are doing a stream. So we'll see. We'll figure. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
you know what? This is going to go downhill very
Can you
quick.
imagine everybody on the stream saying, hi Sahil, how are you, buddy? You heard about the WhatsApp slapping
Yeah, but
ghost?
Sahil perhaps would have finished before we started the next stream.
Sahil,
Anyway.
now that you're here, you're going to tell us a horror story. or
Yeah,
not?
so
Or not?
I am very excited. I've
for
been
it.
meaning to come and tell you the story. So it's not okay. Now I'll give a disclaimer because obviously the chat gets very angry saying "Ye ka bhoot hai, ye ka scary hai." It's not a scary story, but it's something that really freaked all of us out. I'll give you a backstory before we start. I don't believe in ghosts.
Oh.
I am a complete skeptic. I'm one of those guys who like stand in front of the mirror, say Bloody Mary 3 times, you know, that level of like, haan, theek hai yaar, aane de, you know,
Same
that
here,
level.
but I won't risk the Bloody Mary part and all. But yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I did it once. Nothing happened. So I was like, you know what?
Ah,
Screw it.
take your
Let's-
word for it.
I did that once at a bar. They gave me
Bar,
something
yeah, I was
and
gonna say
something.
that, yeah.
He gave him 3 Bloody Marys. Anyway, go for it, Sahil.
So-
It's all yours.
This was, I think, when I was 19, 4-5 of us, we was college buddies. We went for a trip to Goa. Okay. And one night, as usual, you know, we just went out, we were drinking. And I remember it was raining a lot. Okay. And a friend of mine, okay, his name, I'll call him T. Okay. He got super drunk. Okay. So I remember we were walking on the road and suddenly we turned around and we were like, where's T? We can't find T. And when we turn around, T is not there. He's not there. He's gone. And we are like, okay, it's fine. We are drunk. We'll find him. And I'm not even kidding. This was an abandoned bungalow, literally 200 meters away. Nobody stayed in that bungalow. Nothing happened. He was standing in front of the door of the bungalow. And he's like, someone called me. Someone was calling me. And I'm like, just shut up. You're drunk. Let's go. Come on. Just stop being stupid, dude. You're drunk. And we managed to drag him, and all of us are like, stupid nonsense, you know, like a drunk guy. Next day, we are sitting, and this now we go to sleep. Next day, we wake up. He comes to the cafe, and he's written the word beast on his hand. Okay. And we are like, what? He's like, I saw this yesterday. This is something that I want to keep. And again, I'm being extremely skeptical. My friends are like, something is definitely off. He must have seen something. And they are fattus. They're like, oh, something's happening. And I'm like, just relax. I'm sure there must be some logical explanation. Now, maybe the number was 137. That's how we saw beast. And 1375 found beast or some nonsense like that. And then the freakiest thing happened. Okay. That night we went out. We were at a cafe and it's Goa. There is a thunderstorm. I'm not even making this up. The lights go off. Okay, lights go off. We are all
in the cafe.
In the cafe, lights go off.
Right.
When the lights come on, he is literally sitting there like this, looking at us, going,
Holy shit.
and he's smiling wide. And this was no alcohol involved. Okay, and I'm not even kidding. That night, we were so scared. We locked him in his room and we locked the door from outside.
Better to be safe.
Yeah, better to be
Kind of
safe.
friends
Yeah,
you want.
Yeah.
Jinder, you're on your own now.
At this
say
point,
anything,
point, did he say I was just joking? Let me out and all?
No, he didn't. So
But-
he went to the room, he went to sleep. All of us are super scared. And like, I'm fine. I'm like, I don't think it must be anything. My other friends are like, no, there's something. Whole night long, none of us slept. We are constantly trying to figure out what is happening. Why is he behaving like this? There must be some logical this thing. And like, you know, like there has to be something to this. We've locked the door from outside. He doesn't know that we've locked the door. Okay. And we keep on going. We check. Okay, he's sleeping. Come back. Any sound we hear, we freak out. I have never seen my friends be so freaked out. And there genuinely was some fear that something happened. Something happened. He saw something at the bungalow. He saw something. Next day he wakes up. We tell him the story. He's like, what the fuck? Why would you guys do that? Y'all are such horrible friends. I'm like, yeah, sorry. We had to. We were scared. And then he pulls out a Bible and he's like, you know what? I like reading this book. And at that point, I'm like, you know what? This guy, I don't know whether something did happen or he's just fucking around, but whatever it is, this is beyond normal. Okay. And Literally, next day, took our tickets, bounced from Goa. A few months back, we came back, we went to the bungalow. Bungalow was abandoned. There no one stays in the bungalow, but it's one of those typical creepy bungalows, right? There is a well that is covered. You can find, I'm not even kidding, we found a voodoo doll in the front. And there was a number on the door which could still contribute to my theory that it was beast. But till date, when we look back, we laugh at this incident. But till date, we have no idea what went wrong. But it still freaks me sometimes when I think about that lights going off and him sitting there and smiling.
That's freaky.
Yeah.
Man.
That is
really
freaky.
That is very freaky. But what does he not recollect anything about what
No.
happened to him?
No, he doesn't. That's
And
the
has
best.
he become religious? Like you said, he started reading.
No,
like,
he
it-
did. That's what I'm trying to say. Again, I'm extra skeptical, so I presume everyone listening to this would be skeptical also. It could be him just being drunk, but there were moments where I can guarantee you it wasn't alcohol. It was just, I don't know what was going on in that guy's mind, or
Wow.
what he saw that night. And it just every time I think about him standing alone in the dark in front of a door of an abandoned bungalow, I'm like, okay, you know what? Now that is freaky.
And how's that
And,
guy now? Is he okay? I mean,
Yeah.
are you all still in touch? And
Yeah, we are in touch. He's one of my really close friends. All of us, we are in touch. And like every time
Why?
we hang out,
Like, I would be like, let's just stay Facebook friends for now.
This guy's
just
this guy's
checking
best-
in a
yeah.
very diplomatic manner. Is his name Rajinder? Is it Robert? Or is it Rahim?
no, none of them. I said T.
Yeah.
That would be the first letter of his
Tina.
name.
Yes, Suresh is
Come
trying
on,
to find
Tina
out
is
why
his
he
name.
picked that
Yeah.
book.
Acha.
Oh, he could be Peston.
Yeah, but more important, Sahil, according to Suresh, where is his bungalow exactly?
Yes, nice. Yes,
Uh,
please.
I'll remember the location. I can't pinpoint the exact location, but it's many years ago now. It would be like 12 years ago. There used to be this place that used to serve like shots. It was only known for shots and it was close by. If I do find out that location, I swear, if
let
anyone
us
is
know.
watching, I will
One
share
second,
General
that.
area,
Suresh,
general area.
Suresh, shots are what the drinking thing, huh?
Yeah,
not
not
the
the-
bad.
yeah.
okay.
Just
Right.
Anyway, Sahil, we give you
Sahil.
10 on 10 for lighting.
Yes. I didn't know stories got scored. I was just
It
wanted
does,
to.
it
I just
does.
wanted to come and share this incident, which I'm not making it up. But like, okay, great. I'm glad I got points for lighting.
You see, look, 50% of us believe you, 50% of us don't. This is how life is. Somebody, RS said, Sahil Shah will now leave from here and start his OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Because the lighting.
Yeah. Just sensual
Please, if you
music
can
and all.
just drop a link to that in the comments. We'd like to see it. Sahil, thanks for being on the stream, buddy. We'll be
Sahil,
on your stream
Thank you,
tomorrow.
guys.
brother.
Yeah.
Bye.
yeah.
See you tomorrow,
tomorrow.
Sahil. See you.
Hi guys.
Bye,
Bye.
bro. Guys, should we go? I mean, after that story.
I mean, after
don't
that
know.
story, I don't know. We need to reconsider now. I'm not sure about it.
The thing is, there's a certain
What if
level
his
of
friend is-
this
friend is-
morality that I'm really into. This guy locked his best friend up in a room.
It's nice. We're not questioning that.
There-
part. Letting
there
that
was
go,
a-
apparently.
There was
That's the
a
kind of guy I
similar
want on my stream. I'm going.
There was a similar story like this. Someone told us really long back where they all freaked out and that guy was running around with a knife and all, and they locked him inside
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
was
yeah.
scared and shit.
Yeah.
What do you do when one of your friends goes wild?
You know what I want to know? Like, it's always like, I want to know if like you're all like 5 friends and then one friend's like 6'6" tall and he gets possessed. Do you know what I mean?
I'll just run.
What the hell?
What do you do? Suresh, what do you do?
I would run. I would run away from that.
Like the
You know,
size of this guy's like just got huge, like he's got massive balls. Like he's like a bull
What?
Oh,
flanking around.
maybe.
And
Okay, one second.
maybe
Now
I
that
think
you
Suresh-
described it like that,
No, yeah.
I'm definitely running.
No, I mean, just take a selfie
Fucking
first.
okay, I'm talking about like no, he's not a normal guy, right?
Please.
He's 6'8",
Like
he's got a
Bigfoot.
huge head, like he's got a head and it's flat from here, right?
He's the great Kali.
He's way like he's more aggressive looking than the Kali. Like I find the Kali still has a sweetness about him. This guy is psychopath looking.
Why are you calling him
He's a childhood
Khali?
friend.
He's Khali. वो खाली नहीं है वो
I'm very hungry right now.
Anyway.
Cyrus, please not finished. Yeah.
So what if this guy gets possessed, right? I'm not talking about normal possessed. Like I'm talking about like frothing from the mouth, shit, eyes rolled up.
Oh, bro.
I'll tell
You
you what,
run.
let's-
I would run. I would
Let's
just
make
run.
it more realistic,
leave him.
Cyrus. What if we 4 of us are in a bungalow,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
and Hoezaay gets possessed because Hoezaay is
Fucking
always making
slap
fun of
the
ghosts,
motherfucker,
right?
take his
yeah.
headphones.
Correct.
You
You slap him,
assholes.
take his headphones.
You all will think I'm joking and start beating me up and like ignoring it. You know.
I'd
No,
fucking
best thing-
I
the
trash
best thing-
Jose
The
first.
ghost possesses Jose, and after some time, the other ghost comes. Hey, why are you sleeping here?
Yeah.
End
It
of
might
the
take
ghost
us a
story.
little bit of time to get
What
that
would
up
freak
to-
us out? What would freak us out is that we're with Hoezaay. He gets like psycho possessed, right? Because it's his stream, right? And he's always
Correct.
mocking spirits.
Oh,
Correct.
So he
That's what I
gets
said.
possessed.
Yeah.
And then we bash him up and all that. And then
We
Hoezaay
bash
walks in
him
from the room and says, "What's happening?" Because
Oh,
they're definitely going to slap you.
no,
They're
that's
gonna
like
slap
a
you once.
sixth sense.
And says,
Oh my God.
"What's happening, guys? What's going on?"
Look,
Laugh.
But
I
you know
just
the-
want the part where Cyrus said Jose is mocking ghosts. Fortunately, I have footage of all the streams. I'm going to make a compilation of Cyrus mocking ghosts.
I never
gonna put
mock
that out.
ghosts.
So hold
gonna
on a
post
second. So
that.
now in the house, apparently Cyrus and Jose are possessed. So Suresh, we are going to beat the shit out of both of them. This is what's going to happen.
No, I know what happens. I know what happens. Cyrus
you
and me are possessed, and then Suresh turns to Cyril and says, "Cyril, are you thinking what I'm thinking?" And Cyril says, "Yes, I think I'm also thinking what you're thinking. Should we?" And both me and Cyrus are like, and then Cyril and Suresh start kissing and like passionately. That's
With
it.
tongue. Kissing with tongue.
Yeah, nothing to do with the
Oh,
ghosts. Anyway, let's
that's
keep
it.
going.
Just one
You know, why have you turned this into one of those like sleazy
Jose, that's
horror
very, that's
films?
very
Yeah,
taken,
very
man. I mean,
serious.
really.
Stop.
But
Stop.
a classic case, guys, if
disgusting.
you ever want to know if Jose is possessed, is if he wakes up at 9 in the morning, say, guys, let's go for
Dude,
breakfast or
run.
something.
Oh,
then you know,
yeah.
then run.
Paragraph 4 from the Bible and run.
Man, crazy. Anyway, 3,630 people over here. Lots of
Boom.
lols in the chat. Thank you guys. Harami chat. Hope you're having fun. Please
You know
don't
what, I
forget
wanna
that
eat-
like button. Yes, you wanna what? What you wanna what?
I had the other day, I ate a petha. Have you had a petha ever in your life?
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't had petha in a really long time. And somehow every time I'm on the stream, I start thinking of like
Of
snacks.
food. 1 hour and you're like, I must eat some food. I
don't know
must
what
feed
it
the
is.
beast.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
See, this is great, Suresh. Leave it like this.
This is
When we-
amazing.
know,
can
before-
I just take a video?
Before we started the streams, Suresh was like, "How do I fix this?" Shweta, come back. We're starting. Go for it. Shweta, देख, ये
Shweta-
लोग अभी तक बात कर रहे हैं.
Ashna is still
It's
waiting.
all
meanwhile.
yours.
Ashna is still waiting.
Yeah.
Hi, Shweta. How's it going? Good to
Hi,
have you on the
guys.
stream.
Am I audible?
Yes,
You are.
Yes, you are,
Very
Shweta. How are
clear,
you?
I'm great. I'm sorry. I need to take a moment. I'm like massive fan of you guys, and I was just watching the stream. This is my first
Oh,
time.
I thought you were talking about Suresh's frame. Even you
Yeah,
were like,
because
"We
we
need
are
to take
taking a moment watching
Yeah,
Suresh
it's
as well.
Look at that.
It's the Ramsey Brothers version of Ramravjan.
So okay, so I'll
Go
I'll
ahead.
just get on with my story.
Go for it. Shweta.
So yeah, so I remember I was 13, right? And this is 2016, and this is a story about my great grandmother. So as we call Pardadi, yeah. So my Pardadi died when I was 13. She died in 2016, and I remember growing up. I never had like a good relationship with her. Pardadi, पता नहीं मुझे लगता था वो मुझे पसंद नहीं करती थी. Because say she came from a really patriarchal sort of a family, और वहाँ पे ना they never liked like वो औरत हों के भी she never preferred औरतों को, and so she never sort of liked me. And I remember, so this is something that my mother tells me. My mother tells me that when I was really small, like 2 or 3 years old, and she would play with me on that, she'd take me to the terrace and we'd play, and she used to teach me alphabets and everything. My but daddy used to sit there and she used to, throw stuff at me. So, I mean, she never liked me, right? And it was crazy because I never believed it growing up. I remember sending her और she attained like 70 age, 70, 80, और उस age में क्या होता है ना, psychologically people age backwards. So she never, yeah. So उस समय I used to offer her food, और फिर मम्मी मुझे भेजती थी पानी देने के लिए, food देने के लिए, and she used to shout at me because उन्हें लगता था कि I was some worker, house help or something, and she never realized who I was. And I never sort of realized it either because मैं 13 साल की थी. I'd never registered anything. So coming back to the main story, she had died, and I never registered death because it's like Jose. Remember your sort of that Batman story that you said? Yeah. So that is a point in life when you never register ghosts or you don't register spirits. You don't conceive the concept of them.
Yeah, we're too young to even know what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I never did either. But so that was when 2016, it was when she died, and I remember not understanding she died. और हमारे यहाँ पे क्या होता है ना कि 13 दिन कहीं पे होता है 1 महीना हम लोग
ये उन लोगों का एक शौक जो बोलते हैं ना, शौक पालन करते हैं. So we don't eat like non-veg नहीं खाते हम लोग, बहुत जगह हल्दी नहीं खाते, नमक नहीं खाते. And so these are the restrictions. और कहते हैं कि ये this is used to divert your mind from stuff. So घर पे तो सब वो चल रहा था, and I was really sad. I wasn't sad because Pardadi has died. I know it sounds sick, but I was sad because मेरी birthday आने वाली थी, and I wouldn't get cake. I had planned stuff, right? Because 13th birthday, I'm turning into this teenager and this notion around it. And so, and I remember mom telling me, कि नहीं होगा birthday, you won't be celebrating your birthday because she's dead now. And I remember being sad, and I remember saying, क्यों मरना था उन्हें? And I remember like saying stuff, like really bad stuff. A few days later, I remember waking up in the night. And now my Pardadi, कि मेरे पापा उनके पोते हुआ करते थे. My Pardadi really, like, she really cherished him. Again, this patriarchy thing, she cherished him a lot. And Papa used to tell me stories of how she used to, you know, Papa को अपनी गोद में सुला के, she used to लोरी सुनाती थी सोने के समय. She used to, you know, tell him stories and everything. And so I remember waking up one night, and so my room is like, so it's a massive hall, right? And we have one common bathroom. वो hall के एक end पे है. This end, there's this bathroom, और इस end पे I live. And in the middle, Papa का room है. So late at night, it's around what 2:30, 3, and I wake up and I come like room से आ रही हूँ and to go to the bathroom, and like really dark. So what happens now? When I cross my father's room, I hear this strange humming, and that is when I feel fear, right? मुझे डर लगता है. I like बहुत. And now the thing about fear is that it induces curiosity, ना. So तब क्या होती है ना? When you are afraid होते हो, your entire focus shifts from your मतलब main vision to the peripheral vision. तो मैं अब periphery पे concentrate कर रही हूँ. And so when I see this, and I don't see a woman in just both a woman in white. I see this figure, right? And there's moonlight coming in. So the setting is already really strange, really weird. And the moonlight's coming in. And then there's this woman, right? And I can see her. There's this woman, really long hair and weirdly long hands. And there's this silver sheen in her. मतलब वो normally green सी साड़ी. That's what I saw. Green सी साड़ी पहनी थी. And she had a silvery sheen, right, in her skin. एक होता है ना, एक चमक होती है skin पे. It was really weird. And I kid you not, I could see her just sitting मेरे पापा के वो सिरहाने होता है ना, या उसके पास बैठ के, she was just, you know, sort of वो हाथ ये करते हैं ना उनके सर पे. So she was like, yeah, as if like telling him like लोरी सुना रही थी या ऐसे कुछ. And there was this humming. It was really like, it wasn't as eerie, but it was so दबी हुई आवाज थी, but it was really scary. And so I just go into the bathroom. I remember stubbing my toe while going to the bathroom, right? There's a washing machine there, so वहाँ पे I just stubbed my toe, and I went and I just ran as soon as I could. So while coming back again, so when I'm coming around, मुझे नहीं आवाज सुनाई दे रहा, but as soon as I stand just before the room, I hear the humming. So I run, and then I remember looking at her. So I couldn't control, right? Because curiosity, massive curiosity. I looked at her, and I remember her something in her hand. I don't know what, and she was throwing something at me. I ran into my room.
My God.
I saw this, and now you'd say that this is a dream. Like, yes, dream bhi ho sakta hai, ya kuch bhi ho sakta hai. I remember waking up next day, and I remember my toe hurting, and I remember the stab. Like, वहाँ पे वो था ना, there was this bruise.
Shit.
Wait, listen. And now I talk. So I tell Papa को मैंने बोला कि Papa, Papa को मैंने बोला कि Papa, you know, this happened. You know, I saw this. Papa said that उनके सपने में he saw दादी, उनकी दादी यानी मेरी परदादी, sitting by her bedstead, and that is what she used to do. She used to, you know, tell him stories and उसको ये करिए, and he saw that in his dreams.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, and now I go to my mother, and I've never seen my pardadi when she was young, now because she died really, really, and I never like because interest bhi nahi tha. And then I go to my mother and mummy को बोला मैंने मम्मी ऐसा ऐसा हुआ पापा ने भी बोला सपना देखा and mom was like right you saw so how did you see? I'm like I saw this young figure and I heard a humming. I told her everything and so I ravaged around all the family albums we had. It was the same woman, the same face, the same hair when she was young. उनके hair भी बहुत ही really long hair, same hair. And it was, she's, and that was this, that was that.
That was a really freaky
That was
story.
That was the only time you saw this? Only once you've seen this?
Shit.
That is the only experience that I've had actually, उसके बाद से भी I've never had any experience. उसके पहले भी I never had any experience. And now the problem is like मैंने कभी rationalize नहीं किया कि मतलब did
But
it really happen?
She died years ago, right?
She died years ago.
So
No.
what's the take on the fact like if someone passes away, then their spirit just what lives here? I always thought it's like a transient space, right? Where they move here to the.
I don't know if
beyond.
there's any way to know for sure, but
But the story is, Cyrus, to answer your question, is that they do come back when they need to finish a part of their journey
Unfinished business,
or
right,
part of
something-
the story. That's when they normally
Right,
revisit our
right.
realm.
Which
so to
show? Which show are you quoting? Supernatural or?
Supernatural. Don't
Van
talk
Helsing?
about Supernatural. That's a great show.
Oh my god, I'm mocking the ghost again. Anyway,
Yeah.
Shweta, that was
Thank you
amazing.
so much,
What a
Shweta.
what
Thank
a
you very
story.
much. It was very
Lovely story.
unnerving.
Yeah.
That was
Take the
freaking
moment, say that,
Unnerving.
unnerving. It got to the cockles of my heart, quite frankly.
See, Shweta,
Shut me
they
up.
won't let you say what you want to say.
finally, guys, like everyone, Hoezaay, Cyrus, Suresh,
Nahi.
Cyril.
Thank,
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
I want
Thank
nothing
you,
to do with
Shweta.
this stream. I am
Thank you
not
so
here.
much.
Take
You
care,
have
Shweta. Bye.
Thank you for
frightened us
your
today.
kindness since we don't get it from Hoezaay. Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
We don't get kindness and we don't get money.
You know, when
Hoezaay
she when she first mentioned that her grandmom used to throw things on her, I was like, what? We kind of had a similar relationship with our
Yeah.
grandmother also. My grandmother and that side.
That's because
We're
you
not
stop
very
stealing
fond
from
of
a wallet.
She used to throw things. She used to throw things at us, but like really throw things at us. Anyway, that's a different story
Yeah,
altogether.
dude, my grandmother used to throw us, but
No, that-
Thankfully, you all lived on the first floor, so minor
Some
injuries.
fantastic elderly people in home, huh?
I was my grandmom's friend.
I hope my family is not listening.
I
I
really
was
liked my grandmom. I really had so much. I really thought she was an amazing person. The rest of the family has been a bit of a disappointment, but the grandmom was amazing.
My
Rest
grandma
of
was
the
very
family.
fond of me.
Quite frankly, not
The
up to
rest
the
of
mark.
the family were two
Yeah.
habubus.
Meow, meow.
Roughly.
Meow, meow.
Hoezaay sir, Ashna is waiting for you.
I saw.
She's been asking from 10
Hello,
minutes
you know,
now.
Suresh.
ठीक है, मैं करता हूँ.
No, I'm pleading.
I don't know.
सुरेश
There's-
मैं अभी को पूछना आपको पैसा ले रहे हैं क्या इस
नहीं बाबा,
साइड
हमने-
बिजनेस
See, सुरेश सीनियर है ना तो इसका बात सुनना पड़ता है ना तो
हाँ.
अभी
अरे,
आशना को लेके हाय
आशना आ
आशना आशना looks like she's called the wrong number.
Yeah, she's like I call my laptop.
ये क्या है आशना
ये क्या है मैंने ऐप पे को बुलाया था लेकिन ये
आशना is behaving like as if she's opened the wrong incognito video.
I think Ashna is now becoming Ashna mystery.
Quality, man.
It is
Ashna,
a mystery.
welcome
You
to the
have,
stream.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Please explain to Cyril that I don't know you from Adams and also I've not taken any money from you.
Eh,
No, sir. Actually, I was having really a bad day, and I just thought कि चलो sir से पूछ लेते हैं because he's very active on Instagram. So I
And
texted him and
LinkedIn is his main
LinkedIn,
playground.
No,
But Ashna,
I was not expecting him to reply. He's so down to earth. He's so kind that he replied, and I was like, "Thank you, sir."
Arey,
So,
no,
yeah.
he has someone who sends those messages for
yeah,
him.
he's
who
got
are sending
25
out-
people
God,
sitting
no.
behind that
No,
curtain. right
no,
now.
I'll tell you why they're making fun of me because they both have got more followers than me. So it's
No,
easier for me to reply.
What you talking
So-
about?
Jose
That is a
sir
point.
has
Ashna, they
checked
bring that
my-
up. They bring that up with Suresh a lot. The whole follower thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. So I have texted Jose ki yaar, this is the thing. And
Nahi.
my brother is a huge fan of yours, Jose, I must say.
Oh, unfortunately.
And Semigi Debal, I was a kid when I was watching that
Cyrus
show.
gonna kill
We,
himself now.
we were all
He's
kids.
like, I'm fed up.
Ashna, we
Acha,
were all
listen,
kids.
guys,
I'll
let's
be a
get
ghost on the stream pretty soon.
let's get to
Yeah,
the ghost
sure.
stories. But before we start,
Yeah.
Ashna,
Yeah.
is that like a level 7 toughness dartboard behind you? Why is the dartboard so small?
सर मैं दूर हूँ ना सर.
बहुत fast.
Some respect, sir.
wow,
Hey.
look at that. It's like
Hey,
it's like the
Hoezaay.
cage thing. Okay, go for it, Ashna. Your
So
ghost
yeah,
storytelling
so
session
this
starts
is
now.
this is a ghost story of my friend, and there's this angel wala story, which is a very short story, which I'll tell you later. Okay? So the story is about my friend. Let's just call her Seema. So
Okay.
Seema is a photographer. वो फोटोग्राफी करने गई थी अपने एक दोस्त को लेके आर्य कॉलोनी में एंड फॉर सम रीजन वो लेट हो गया था एंड कुछ हो गया एंड हर कैमरा स्टॉप्ड वर्किंग सो दे हैड टू कम बैक होम एंड व्हेन शी केम बैक होम शी फेल्ट कि बॉडी बहुत हेवी लग रहा है यू नो शी वाज नॉट एबल टू वॉक प्रॉपर्ली बहुत ज्यादा हेवी लग रहा है एंड हर आई हैव बीन टू हर हाउस सो आई हैव सीन ना कि उसका किचन वॉल एंड हर बेडरूम वॉल इज द सेम. Okay. So
Okay.
she in the middle of the night she woke up and उसे पानी लेने जाना था. So she was like यार ऐसे feel हो रहा था ना मुझे कि I've been walking since and मतलब hours. I have been walking for hours. And वो ऐसे काफी दिनों तक चला. She couldn't figure it out and she had started having these weird dreams जिसमें ना एक lady is like मतलब वो सोई है. My friend is sleeping and the lady is above her. Ceiling pe and she's watching her ki and she's just staring at her. Okay, so my friend was literally shivering when she was telling me this story. So yeah, this happened and later on she told her uske na haath pe sab bruises and ye sab scars aane lage. Her body was aching a lot. And then उसने मॉम डैड को बताया कि this is what has been happening. So उन्होंने पूजा पाठ रखे and her boyfriend's aunt is into you know all these things जिनको पता चल जाता है what's wrong, paranormal something. So ये सब हुआ and then she said कि you have been possessed. जहाँ तुम गई थी फोटोग्राफी के लिए वहां पे तुमने कुछ कैप्चर कर लिया at the wrong moment. So via that photo something happened, that soul got attracted and she followed you to your place. So उन्होंने काफी पूजा पाठ करने के बाद ये सब बोला and she said कि every night she used to say that lady ghost spirit कि I want your body. I have some unfinished business I want to do and for that I need somebody's body. And I was looking for a person to you know कि यार मैं इसकी बॉडी में जाऊँ and then I'll get my business done. Yeah. So
She needs a body to finish her work.
Yes. And then मेरी दोस्त was गलत जगह पे गलत टाइम पे and that's why she got possessed and that's the story. Second story is also it's my story. There was a time when I was literally depressed and I had no friends and no one talked to. ऐसा सबकी लाइफ में होता है. Touch wood. So that happened and I was talking to strangers. I started talking to strangers. Since I live in outskirts of Mumbai, mera train traveling is too much. So I was in train mein standing and randomly I started talking to this chick who was standing next to me. कि वो भी ऐसे कुछ कर रही थी and I for some reason I felt कि यार maybe she is upset or something. We just started to say, hey, how was your day? Random talk. And then she said मतलब वो उसने अपनी story बताई. Then I told my story. You know this has been happening to me. You know I just feel that jump out of the train. It's like that bad situation. She said don't worry, just go home. I bet tomorrow's day is really amazing. So यहाँ से कोई डोंबिवली या some station आया था. I saw my friend. So I was like, hey, hi. So उससे बात करते करते I just told यार this chick beside me, you know, she's amazing. You just see. और मैंने जब turn किया, she was not there. It's not that कि वहाँ पे कोई platform था कि she must have got down. वैसा कुछ भी नहीं था. That was freaky. And that night itself, when I was in engineering, okay, I had some थोड़ा bad result का डर. That's why I left my house. रात को.
Oh.
And which was really dumb. But yeah, that time I did that. And I left a note, like 2 fulls के पूरा कि mom and dad, I'm really sorry. It's not that I'm going to die, but I just need to figure out my things. And I left. There's this तालाब lake है मेरे घर के पास. So I started walking towards it. And I saw one grandfather, ऐसा 60 plus old man, and he was walking एकदम धीरे धीरे से with his stick in his hand, and I was crying. मैंने सोच लिया था कि यार कुछ हो नहीं जाए. I don't want to die, but I don't know how to figure things out in my life right now. So he said कि अरे what's the time? So it must be 2:30 or 3 something. ठीक है. और मेरे एरिया में ना डॉग्स बहुत ज्यादा है. So वहां पे कोई डॉग्स वॉग्स नहीं थे. I figured out later. मैंने बताया कि this is the time. Like, why are you crying? He asked. I said कि okay मेरा रिजल्ट आने वाला है, and I have been खुद की नजर से गिर जाना जो चीज होती है ना वो हो चुका था, and I was very upset. I didn't know whom to talk to and everything. हम like no one gives mental health को importance, which is wrong. I feel किसी भी एज में हो सकता है. So he asked me कि why are you crying? I said कि मेरा रिजल्ट आने वाला है. I think I might fail या फिर other things around जो भी है. So he said, you like art, right? Yes. And I was answering him. मेरे दिमाग में ये चीज नहीं आई ना कि how does he know? I was just answering whatever वो पूछ रहे थे, मैं आंसर करती रही. And then he said, you like art, right? Just go to your nani's place. My nani is like 15-20 minutes away from me. So he said कि आप नानी के पास चले जाओ, and then I bet tomorrow's day will be really good for you. So मैं चली गई अपने नाना नानी के घर पे, and I didn't figure out ना, मुझे ये याद नहीं रहा कि इतनी late night if I go there, what if उनको कुछ shock लग जाए कि why are you here? But then I told him about everything कि ये scene हुआ था मेरे साथ, and then my grandfather called everyone at my home उनके घर पे, and then सबके सामने वो बताया गया था, and then मुझे बोला गया कि छोड़ दे इंजीनियरिंग, नहीं होती तो छोड़ दे, नो प्रॉब्लम. एंड देन यस आई वाज इंजीनियरिंग छोड़ के मुझे आर्ट कॉलेज में डाला गया, एंड नाउ आई एम फॉलोइंग माय पैशन.
You're happy now.
बचपन से yeah, I'm really happy.
So those two people that you met who told you that the next is
Those
going
were
to be better, you
angels,
feel like
and I am sorry
you
I
feel like
forgot
they
to
were
tell
not
you the
human.
part. मैं जब जा रही थी मैंने उनकी बात मान ली to go at my nanny's place, और जब मैंने टर्न करते देखा ना वो नहीं थे वहां पे.
Right.
I was a big fattu that time.
To both of them were not there. The lady on the train disappeared.
Yeah, she disappeared, and the same night this grandfather was also not there. Wow. There were no dogs in my area for that night. Wow. I don't know, I couldn't figure it out, and I'm so sorry. Just one more thing. Last year some actor passed away, I'm sorry, and I was really upset. काफी दिनों तक ये सब चलता रहा, and then one day he came in my dreams, and it was in Walmart जो होता है ना abroad में, वैसे furniture lane में he was shopping something, and I was like, hi. He said hi, and I was like, can I hug you? And I could feel it literally. He hugged me, and वो बहुत अच्छी feeling थी. That's it. It's not a ghost story, but yeah, I just wanted to share this.
Looks like a lot of people who have passed on are coming to want to talk to you, and like,
yeah, man,
you're like a medium, amazing, so to speak.
But they all sort of love you, and they're all giving you positive vibes and positive messages.
Yeah. I cannot forget that feeling ever. Yeah. So awesome. I believe in angels a lot.
Awesome. So, Ashna, thanks for sharing with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night. Suresh sir, love you. Thank you so much.
Is that code for paisa आएगा?
आएगा. Hoezaay sir, आपको भी आएगा.
Then चलो चलेगा, चलता फिर.
Okay, Cyrus, you and I are getting scammed out here.
Bro,
take care, Ashna.
Done.
Yeah, sir.
Thank you, Ashna.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. Thank you so much.
That was,
I want to take this opportunity to say that now that we've started this new system where everyone has to show their face, their friends have become anonymous now all of a sudden.
उसका नाम स्मिता है. सबका नाम स्मिता आंटी है.
बराबर.
Anyway,
do you want me to read more messages that's coming to me?
No, sir, you do whatever you want, sir. An hour 40 minutes into the stream. Thank you everyone who's here. Big thank you to the mods.
11:09. Who's it?
Yeah. This time check brought to you by Chloromint.
The lava is really hot. I got to put some water on it here.
Choco lava.
Man, please guys, don't forget to hit like on the stream. But more importantly, go to the description, find these amazing panelists, send them love on their own Instagram
Yeah,
accounts.
man. Please,
Leave
guys.
them strange messages. It's fine. But even more important than that is the people making the artwork for the thumbnail and the intro audio and stuff.
Beautiful.
That's crazy.
Every week, these guys outdo themselves, and there's like a Japanese version. There's one where Suresh, they've done Courage the Cowardly Dog, and they made Suresh,
how
they made
good was that?
Suresh the wife. It's
That's
very
so
funny.
good.
Oh.
That's so good.
It's
that
damn
is.
good.
And it's so witty. It's so layered. Actually,
Lot of talent. Lot of
yeah,
talent.
lot
in
of
this
talent,
country.
man.
Ashish, my press. ... Are you there?
Meanwhile, Sunaina
Yes,
also
yes,
sent a
I'm here.
message.
Can
And
you
What's
hear
Sunaina
me?
saying?
We can hear you, but Ashish, we
Yes.
can't see you. And if we can't see you, then we will not be able to hear you.
Yeah, you're a ghost to us then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashish,
Actually,
Krupya.
the thing is, I
sis.
want to keep my identity hidden.
Unfortunately, we
because-
are not allowing that currently. And if we
Why?
allow it for you,
Yes.
sir, then next thing हमारे
Yeah.
मेरे भी रिश्तेदार आ जाएंगे.
Yeah,
So you
no,
have an
actually, the
option right
story
now.
is- The story is very personal, but I am into YouTube space, so I can't show my face.
Oh, but
So
Is it
anyway,
very freaky or what this story?
We'll catch you on.
yes,
I'll
it's
tell you
my
what.
personal experience.
You can drop the
Story.
story out into our Discord, because it would be unfair to the other people who
Yeah.
are coming.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
you can
but
use a good
it's-
Snapchat.
You can all curse
It's completely
the
fine.
people
You can
who
use
came up with
a
fake
filter.
names.
You can use a filter.
No, it's completely fine. I understand
Anyway,
that. So
yeah.
it's
Thank you,
fine.
Ashish, for being so
It's
so
not
sweet.
my name. That's not my name. But
Arey, nice.
Ah,
Well played.
Suresh.
Well played.
Yes,
Thank you, Suresh.
All right, buddy.
Rishita
I thought
Chatterjee-
Suresh is going to leave.
Rishita
But what is the
Chatterjee-
reason we're not
Yes, I have
seeing
to
people?
read this out. Rishita Chatterjee
Ah.
says, please let me in. I have a crow boyfriend story.
A
Suresh,
crow.
she's talking
A
to
crow.
you. She's
Yeah.
outside your door, Baba.
Yeah,
What do you-
Rishita, that's a
Crow.
sure shot
Wait.
way to not get into this stream.
Dude,
Yeah,
Be
but
like,
that
what's
is-
that? What's
I
that
think
story
that-
about? No, we're not calling it.
That crow boyfriend story comes in the category of love story. So sorry, not on this
Yeah.
tree. Yeah.
But a spooky boyfriend, like a crazy boyfriend.
Crow boyfriend.
Oh my god, this Vikram and Betal, one was on top of the other.
What? What
How
are
are you
they
guys doing? Avinash,
Hi,
we are
guys.
waiting,
Hi,
waiting to jump
Avinash.
into the stream. How's it going? Avinash,
Hi, bro.
Sharon, I think your audio is not connected. Oh, on karna padega.
It should be connected.
There you
connected.
are. Pew, 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 pew.
How are you, Avinash?
कैसे हो भाई?
I'm good. How are you?
Good,
चल रहा
bro.
है, चल अपना.
चलो अच्छा है चलना चाहिए.
Go for
Goldie
it.
Bell, Goldie Bell दिखते तो.
Sorry.
तो नहीं आगे
Just-
बढ़िए.
Goldie Bell. Okay, thanks.
What the hell? Go for it, buddy.
Okay. So the story is from 2011. I had my accident back then, and I was bedridden for some time, 3-4 months.
Okay.
And during that time, I spoke to a girl. It was a friend of my cousin. So I started talking while I was bedridden. So I was like, okay, hi, hello, and everything. So the day I messaged her, she told me that she is on her way to Balaji, and their car crashed, and she was in an accident. So her father and her brother, they both were severely injured and were in hospital. So I started talking, and I was bedridden, and out of boredom we were talking, and she was in the hospital. So we got along, and so that is the starting of it. So she told me later that her brother and father is well now. And after that, I asked her that, we started talking and we were into it. And I asked her that, can I meet you? And she's like, okay, yeah, sure. So I was like, okay, your reactions are really weird right now, but okay.
We are listening. हम लोग सुन रहे हैं. We're
no,
not sure.
no, no.
We are all
So
like,
what-
कि किधर जाने वाला है?
Our
किधर
reaction,
जाने
I
वाला
thought
है?
you're talking to
What's
her
up?
and saying your
I-
reaction. So
Yeah, even I thought. But,
Yeah.
but you're WhatsApping or were you talking over the phone?
I was talking over the phone, not WhatsApp.
Okay.
Like you could hear a voice. Okay. Please
I had a W550i Sony Ericsson, so I was talking on that.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
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 So we were talking, and I said, let's meet, and we met. And we went to a market, and she had to pick some stuff. We came back, and after that, I told my brother that I've been talking to this friend of yours, and he was like, "कि भाई तू पागल है?" And I was like, "क्यों क्या हुआ?" कहता भाई तुझे पता है कि वो बालाजी जा रहे थे and उनका एक्सीडेंट हुआ. And I was like, yes, I know. मैंने कहा उसने मुझे बताया था.
Oh
And तुझे पता है
shit.
क्यों? And he was like,
Oh,
कह रहे
wow.
तुझे पता है कि वो बालाजी क्यों जा रहे थे? And I was like, no, I didn't ask. मैंने कहा इतना एक्सीडेंट हुआ तो मैंने कहा इतना तो इमोशनल कनेक्ट होता है कि तुम नहीं पूछते कि तुम बालाजी क्या करने जा रहे थे उस टाइम पे. You would rather ask कि हाँ क्या हुआ कैसे हुआ, but you would not ask क्यों जा रहे थे. So he was like, भाई, she is possessed, and that is why they were taking her to Balaji.
Oh
my God. And they then had an accident on the way there.
Yes.
Bro, you merged our love clinic and ghost story stream
Yeah,
together.
wow.
It's freaky,
That's two
man.
streams, yeah.
It's a spooky
So,
love story.
फिर क्या
But
हुआ?
then
That is not the weird part. The weird part is, so I talked to her that night, and I was like, I was talking to my brother, and we were just talking normally. I was telling her कि हाँ मैंने अपने भाई से बात करी, हमारा जो mutual friend है, and she was like कि okay. And out of the blues, the voice changed, and he's like, कौन बोल रहा है तू? And that was a guy's voice, and I was like, आप कौन? I thought कि उसके भाई ने, उसके father ने phone ले लिया, and he was like कि मैं राजू बोल रहा हूँ.
मैं कौन?
Raju.
Raju.
And that was the name my brother told me that she has been possessed with.
Oh shit.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
Oh
And
boy.
then how long did you talk to Raju?
Yeah. Did you ever meet up with Raju?
No,
Huh?
sir, मैंने फोन काटा और मैं फोन बंद करके सो गया.
And then
और
you never spoke to her again.
अविनाश तो सोच रहा होगा था कि मैंने क्यों बात किया.
And she never उसने भी आपको कभी फोन नहीं किया?
No, she never.
She never called you back. She never called you back.
I'm not sure what happened.
He's not. He's blocked her out of his life. I mean,
Okay.
God damn.
yeah.
Wow.
Wow, man.
That's quite spooky, man.
And how long was this? Was this like some time ago? Or?
This was in 2011.
Okay, so I'm presuming you're over this now. Like you're not freaked out about it.
And is any idea if she's okay? उनका सब ठीक हो गया?
I'm not sure क्या
No
हुआ
idea.
क्या नहीं.
No idea of the family, no idea what happened to the girl, nothing. Damn, man. That's
Brother और उसके father,
so sad.
they were fine, better.
अगर यहाँ पे Zoom call पे कोई भी राजू करके आया ना, we're not taking any more
Yeah.
Rajus.
Like what if someone calls you and
ये
says,
कहानी
"Hello,
कौन से-
मेरा राजू है." And it's just
कौन
like,
से
oh,
शहर
wow.
में है यार ये कहानी? कहाँ पे हुआ है?
Yeah, which area?
Huh?
Delhi.
She lives in Rohini, sector
Right.
7.
Oh.
Delhi. Huh.
Rohini,
Oh.
near Delhi.
This
Ooh,
is,
alright,
this
man,
is you know
freaky.
what I thought with this comedy horror genre was one thing. We've got a love comedy horror genre now. Three
Wow.
genres mixed together, bro.
But-
What a story!
But
Unforgettable.
Avinash, Raju ने बोला क्या यार? Maybe you could have convinced Raju to leave.
Sir, I didn't convince her anything. I just cut.
Only
it's a good thing,
सिर्फ
Avinash.
साहू और बात करेगा
Yeah.
उससे. हाँ राजू तो आप किधर
I
से हो?
think it
आपका
is-
भाई साहब
got
ऐसा है
a
ना
lot
कि
worse.
गेस्ट की तरह आप रह रहे हैं
If
लेकिन
you
अब
ask
टाइम हो
her
गया
to
जाने का.
send a selfie and then you see Raju's का face आते हैं.
मुझे हेरा
I think
फेरी
that
नहीं
would-
बनानी थी.
That would end my like brain cells.
मुझे हेरा फेरी नहीं बनानी थी, मैंने रख दिया.
नहीं देखिए अविनाश
क्या?
ये लोग ना ऐसा मतलब जोक्स मार रहे हैं लेकिन if they are in your situation मुझे पता है वो फोन सिम कार्ड सब मत करके भाग जाएगा.
Yeah. Won't change किया ना अभी?
फोन सर वो W550i कब का बंद हो
पूरा
गया?
life change
That's
हो
why
गया.
he remembers the phone. I was wondering why he remembers the phone.
Yeah.
Avinash,
Yeah.
freaky story, tight
Thank you,
था,
man.
and we didn't
Nice
know कि
story.
किधर जा रहा था वो. And for a long time, people thought कि you
Oh,
are the wrong stream.
You know, no,
they
I
thought
would-
कि तुम love stories के stream पे
Yeah.
आए हो.
I thought
No, that was a
I-
really freaky story.
I thought he's going to say that he spoke to her and all that stuff, and later on he spoke to his brother and discovered that she had actually died in the car crash, and he was
Yeah.
having communication.
Even I thought that was where it was
I thought
going.
he was
I
going
was
that
like,
way.
oh shit.
But
the
then,
thing is, I met
nobody
her.
got injured in that car crash, right? Nobody got.
Her brother and her father, they were
Father got
injured.
injured. Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
hospitalized and then they, came
Avinash,
back.
आप कुछ बोल रहे थे? You met her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I met.
He met. They went to the market
Met.
even.
And she's normal. She's a very normal, sweet girl.
Yeah.
She was very normal. She was sitting and I was like, oh, nice.
Man, best of luck, Avinash, and hope you don't run into her or Raju again.
Great story,
Yeah.
buddy.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much,
sharing
man.
with us.
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
Take care,
Not a
Avinash.
problem. Yes.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
I also want to
It's
say
sad,
that
man.
this could also be the
Scary.
most elaborate breakup story ever as well. It could go either way. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. I'm very confused.
I've been getting a lot of messages about like a way to break up like this. Like you say, possessed or some shit.
I'm sure in our love, imagine she calls up and says, you know what, I broke up with this guy 10 years ago. And
Yeah.
I did a guy's voice. And I know women who actually can to
Be
a
that-
deep guy's voice. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing. Like, but-
Cyril.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
Cyril?
One second. What do you mean,
क्या बात कर
Cyril?
रहे हैं आप?
One second, Cyril. Cyril,
What's
have you
he
gone
talking
through?
Yeah.
Have you gone through this
it for
experience?
me
You know, you need to
for me
check
it
up on
connects
that,
in a
Cyril.
different way, but I'm just saying for other people.
Somebody's typed this one says ghost zoned when you get bro zoned by a ghost.
Who said this? Who said brilliant?
Somebody in the
this
chat.
fat big.
Super brilliant.
Be gay. Anyway, wow.
Is it raining? Is it? Why am I
I
hearing
don't know.
this?
I'm in this little lava box. I can't feel anything.
Tales of the Crypt.
Anyway, look,
Size?
I don't want to jinx this, but I feel like since we put the camera thing in place, I see, look, it's been almost 2 hours now, this stream, and so far there have been some pretty hair-raising, unnerving
great stories, yeah.
stories. So round of
Why
applause
we-
to these amazing people.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well done.
You
Every story
saved
has
the
been-
stream. We're coming back next week, that means.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're this close, this close.
Correct, yeah, Cyril. Anyway. Don't forget to hit like on this stream. It definitely helps us. This is Hoezaay Sabane. Don't forget to leave a comment and stuff. And Cyril will, of course, interrupt in between.
No,
guys. Fucking you did it again. And let's keep going. Let's see, who shall we
Guys,
take on next?
I think Cyrus. We're losing Cyrus into the mic now.
Dude, I got a couple of messages like, please put us on the stream. I've got some crazy stories.
Yeah.
Cyrus,
please
you
read
have to
them
give
out.
us a time check in 10 minutes. It'll be 2 hours.
brother, I'm here for 7 more minutes. Then I'm going to black out. But is it raining? Because I'm just hearing all kinds of sounds
It's
on
not
this.
raining here, but you're far away from my house, so it's
I'm
possible.
not that far. I'm about 6 minutes away from your house.
Cyrus
is-
times these things, okay? He times it to the T.
Anoj Suryavanshi who's saying there's a story that will freak the shit out of everyone.
Anoj Suryavanshi. Okay, so Cyrus starting his own LinkedIn line.
I think this
We
we
accept.
remaining.
Look at that. You said the words.
What's going on?
Unaina,
Fucking on.
Andrika Mukhopadhyay,
Hey, but,
Derek
I
Pare,
want to get water.
Vishaka Pava, Vikram Gupte, Momo Shu, Archana
Even I'm
Arun
going to
Rao.
I'm going to reheat my chai.
I
I'm
was
going
just
to take a
reading
nap.
out.
I'll see you guys.
I was
I'm
just
just
reading
gonna
out
give 1
everyone's
minute.
names so that they know
I'm
at least we
hungry.
have,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Hoezaay, we at least giving them
Just
service.
relax.
Trying to.
I read their names मैं मन में रखता हूँ. Farhan Kapadia for Hira Panel. Thank you so much, Farhan. I think Farhan is one of the guys who also made artwork for us. How's it going, Anuj? You made it through. Hold on. Karan Mathur says, while this is for the Ghosts and Love stream, but special mention for Suresh's voiceover for pigeons on the terrace and Arnab interview of Sherlin's cucumber.
Oh.
Those Kanmasti episodes were epic. I think he meant epic, but he ended up typing epic. I don't know if that's an insult. This is money for getting those videos back. Hoezaay edit, don't worry. Anuj, take it away. Go for it, buddy.
हाँ मैं 7-8 स्ट्रीम से ट्राई कर रहा हूँ अभी जाके मिला है मैंने
अरे ईशान शर्मा
अच्छा
हाँ बोलिए अनुज
Anuj, we'll come back, okay? You're totally safe with Suresh.
Don't worry, Anuj.
He does look like the creepy ghost from the next room, but we'll come back.
Anuj, please tell
मैं
us.
अपना चाय लेके आ रहा हूँ.
शुरू कीजिए आप सब सुन रहे हैं
यस तो ये मेरे नेबर की स्टोरी है ये
अभी नेबर अभी भी है आपके वहाँ
वो बाद में पता चलेगा
ठीक है ओ सस्पेंस बोलिए
तो इट हैपेंड अराउंड 11 इयर्स अगो तो उधर मतलब मैं बताता हूँ ये है इट वाज अ फैमिली ऑफ 5 ओके और उधर जैसे अंकल आंटी थे और उनका बेटा रोहन उसकी सिस्टर और उसके ग्रैंडफादर तो रोहन इज नॉट इज रियल नेम मैं ऐसे ही बता रहा हूँ
मोहन
रोहन
हाँ सॉरी
हाँ तो दिस ऑल स्टार्टेड वन डे व्हेन जब वो सुबह सुबह उठा रोहन बाहर गया और देखा कि उसके घर के लॉन में बीचों बीच में एक प्लेट पड़ी हुई है उसके अंदर 5 एग्स हैं 5 एग्स उसमें से एक एग टूटा हुआ है और वो प्री मैच्योर बेबी नहीं होते हैं चिकलेट यस उसमें वो था और रोज पेटल्स उसके इधर उधर पड़े हुए थे और वो उसको देखा उसने घर वालों को बुलाया उसने दिखाया उसको वो प्लेट दिखाई तो किसी ने मतलब किसी को समझ नहीं आया सबको लगा ऐसे ही होगा उठा के उसने रोहन ने फेंक दिया बाहर डायरेक्ट फेंक ही दिया और तभी कुछ नहीं हुआ तभी 15-20 दिन कुछ नहीं हुआ आई वाज अराउंड 10 एट दैट टाइम और वो हम लोगों की फैमिली काफी क्लोज थी तो फिर उन्होंने ये बात हमको बताई तो फिर मेरे पापा थोड़े ये सब चीज़ों में मानते हैं तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये गलत है किसी ने कुछ तुम्हारी फैमिली पे करने की कोशिश की है, लेकिन उन्होंने कहा कि ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं है, देखा जाएगा अगर कुछ होगा तो 15 डेज लेटर उस जो रोहन है उसको थोड़े हेलुसिनेशन चालू हो गए, और उसको लोग दिखने लगे, वो अजीब अजीब लोग दिखते थे। नॉर्मल बैठा रहता था, उसको लगता था कि कोई घर में आ गया है, और वो जब बोलता था अपने घर वालों से कि वो उसको उधर देखो कोई आया है, तो फिर लोग कहते थे उधर तो कोई है ही नहीं। और कोई उसको बिलीव करता नहीं था, वो सबको लगता था कि वो 10th में है तो वो नाटक कर रहा है, कि पढ़ाई से बच जाए वो। और तभी मतलब नोबडी यूज्ड टू बिलीव हिम। वो कहता रहता था कि ये ऐसा ऐसा मेरे साथ हो रहा है, मुझे लोग दिखाई देते हैं, लेकिन तभी कोई मानता नहीं था। ऐसे 1 महीना बीत गया, उसको नींद भी नहीं आती थी। मतलब उसकी आंखें देख लो तो फिर ये जो रेड रेड हो गई थी नीचे से, उसको नींद नहीं आती थी, उसको उल्टी सीधी चीजें दिखाई देती थी। तो फिर साइकेट्रिस्ट के पास उसको लेके गए। So psychiatrist told him he might have schizophrenia after 1 month of diagnosis. और तो फिर काफी लोग, जैसे उसकी हालत दिन पर दिन बेकार होती गई, तो जितने भी लोग थे वो अपने अपने सजेशन सब देने लग जाते हैं कि ये करो वो करो। और रोज रोज उधर पंडित बुलाने लगे, और इधर कभी तो बुलाते थे मुस्लिम प्रीस्ट को, कभी क्रिश्चियन प्रीस्ट को, लेकिन कुछ भी सही नहीं हो रहा था। तो बेकार होती जा रही थी हालत। और इसके इतने बेकार बेकार ड्रीम्स आते थे। उसने एक ड्रीम मुझे बताया था कि वो उठा और देखता है कि पूरा घर सजा हुआ है, जैसे शादी में नहीं होता है उस टाइप से पूरा घर सजा हुआ है, और वो लोग इधर उधर सब पार्टी मना रहे हैं। और वो जब तक घर में अंदर जाता जा रहा है, वैसे लोग कम होते जा रहे हैं। और वो जब आंगन में अपने पहुंचा तो देख रहा है उसी की डेड बॉडी वहीं पे पड़ी हुई है, और कोई भी नहीं है उधर। उधर सिर्फ एक कैंपर जल रहा है। वो इतना इतना ज्यादा उससे वो डर गया, वो कि कुछ बोल नहीं पा रहा था वो उस दिन। और ऐसे ही उसको एक दिन सपना आया कि, और वो उस दिन तो मैं छत पे अपने घूम रहा था, और मेरी छत से उनका घर दिखाई देता है। तो जब मैं बाहर छत पे घूम रहा था, तभी देखा कि वो एकदम से बाहर निकला और चिल्ला के दौड़ रहा है। वो जैसे दर्शील सफारी नहीं दौड़ रहा था वो तारे जमीन पर में बास्केटबॉल कोर्ट में, वैसे ही वो चिल्लाते चिल्लाते दौड़ रहा है। कैन यू हियर मी?
Yeah, we are listening.
हाँ, वो चिल्लाते चिल्लाते दौड़ रहा है पूरे अपने लॉन के अगल बगल पूरे दौड़े जा रहा है। तो फिर मेरी देख के तो इतनी गंदी फट गई थी कि मैं कुछ बोल नहीं पा रहा था उतने टाइम। हालत खराब हो गई, और मेरे घर से पापा गए उधर देखने क्या हुआ उसको। तो पता चला कि उसको सपना ऐसा आया था कि उसने 2 बच्चों को, मतलब जो सैक्रिफाइस नहीं होता है, वो सैक्रिफाइस करते हुए देख लिया था किसी, मतलब ऐसे उसको सपने अजीब अजीब आते थे, लोगों के मर्डर हो रहे हैं। लेकिन उस दिन उसको इतना ज्यादा रियल सपना आया कि उसको लगा किसी कोई 2 बच्चों को सच में मार दिया गया है। और उसी के 2 दिन बाद उधर न्यूज़पेपर में खबर आती है कि 2 बच्चों की बलि चढ़ा के हत्या हुई है। और तभी उन्होंने पेपर में देखा, अंकल ने, उसके फादर ने देखा, तो फिर वो डर गए कि ये तो सच में यार कुछ अजीब हो रहा है इसके साथ, बहुत ज्यादा। तो मेरे पापा ने सजेस्ट किया कि एक पैरानॉर्मल एक्सपर्ट हैं, उनको बुलाओ। वो वो जब पैरानॉर्मल एक्सपर्ट आया तो उसने देखा इधर उधर, उसने सब चीज एनालाइज करी, उसको सब बताया गया कि ये हुआ था। तो वो ऐसा पागल आदमी था वो पैरानॉर्मल एक्सपर्ट। उसने बोला कि तुम्हारा बच्चा तो अब नहीं बच पाएगा। हाँ, जो भी था तुम्हारी पूरी फैमिली को मारने के लिए किया गया था, वो वूडू किसी ने किया है, वो काला जादू। और लेकिन तुम्हारे जो फैमिली पे किया गया था वो सिर्फ इसी के ऊपर आ गया है, और मेरे ख्याल से तो अब ये नहीं बचेगा। उसको ये बोल दिया। और तभी कुछ समझ में नहीं आया। एक तो पापा भी गुस्सा हो गए उससे कि ये क्या बात होती है, ऐसे किसी को बोलना तो नहीं चाहिए, सीधे सीधे कौन मुंह पे बोल के चला जाता है। तो उसको तो वापस भेज दिया, लेकिन एक और अंकल थे, उन्होंने बोला कि तुम इसको मेहंदीपुर बालाजी लेके जाओ। उसको वो लेके गए। हम्म, और हाँ, वो सपने में अपनी बार बार आंटी को देखा करता था, उसकी जो फादर की बहन थी, वो बार बार उनको उसको दिखाई देती थी, और उनसे थोड़ा वो लैंड का इश्यू चल रहा था उनका। तो उसको बार बार वही दिखाई देती थी। लेकिन जब उसको मेहंदीपुर बालाजी लेके गए, तो उसको बैठाया गया सामने मूर्ति के, और वो टोटल वाइट आउट हो गया उसका, मतलब जैसे वाइट लाइट आई और सब कुछ साफ हो गया। और तभी उसके जैसे लगा कि कोई उसके शोल्डर से वो हटा दिया हो, कोई वेट हटा दिया हो उसके शोल्डर से। वो काफी मतलब सही हो गया था वो। उसके 10 दिन में वो सही होने लगा, उसकी हालत सही होने लगी। लेकिन तभी पता चला कि जो उसकी आंटी थी, उसकी उनकी हालत बिगड़ने लगी, और विद इन अ मंथ शी डाइड। वो
Oh my
फांसी लगा के
God.
वो मर गई। और तभी उन्होंने अंकल जिन्होंने बताया था मेहंदीपुर बालाजी लेके जाओ, उन्होंने बताया कि जब भी कोई तुम्हारी फैमिली के ऊपर ये सब करता है, तो अगर वो ब्लैक मैजिक वो नहीं होता, मतलब सक्सेसफुल नहीं होता है अपने काम पे, तो जिसने किया होता है उसके पास वापस लौटता है, और उसी के ऊपर हाँ नाटक कर देता है जो भी है। तो यही था। फिर वो सही हो गया, और तब से ठीक है।
Wow, bro.
वाह, अभी अभी है लेकिन नेबर में वो
Hey,
आपको
there
ये
was
बात
something wrong with the audio. You think you can repeat the whole story again? I'm just kidding. But Anoj, thank you so much.
It's a black
Quite a
magic
serious story.
story.
I'm sure people
That's
are
a
going to start
hardcore
tuning in and
situation.
converting these into like
just
TV shows.
just
Yes, sir.
just for confirmation, उनके पहले घर के बाहर क्या मिला उनको? Bird's nest with broken eggs.
No, broken egg के अंदर
Hatched
वो
egg, hatched
hatched egg.
एक
Hatched
हाँ,
egg.
hatched egg.
और
Oh,
उसके
yeah.
अगल बगल फ्लावर पेटल्स थे।
Just
Amazing.
imagine.
तो अगर ऐसा
How
कुछ हो
cruel
गया
is that?
किसी के साथ तो क्या करना चाहिए?
Don't go next to it.
No.
पता नहीं कुछ भी
अरे
ऐसा कुछ
टेम्पल
सॉल्यूशन तो था।
the
हाँ,
solution क्या था? हाँ.
Unfortunately,
मेहंदीपुर
it's not yet
बालाजी।
an exact science, so we're unable to
हाँ,
like figure these things out. But Anuj, thank you so
Thank you,
much.
thank you, Anoj.
Thank you, Anoj.
Thank
Take
you,
care,
buddy.
my man. Take care, my
Yeah.
man.
Ooh.
Damn, bro, that's it.
Wow.
That's it, man.
The long
Too
story,
intense.
man.
Too much intensity.
Yeah,
Too intense. Too
How a
intense.
banga? I'm exhausted, bro.
Oh,
You know what?
man.
I had I sensed some time loss just now. It was 2 hours over there, and suddenly 11 minutes. I don't know where they went, but that was really something. We're moving on to the last story of the night. I was once traveling in. Oh, not by me.
We lost Cyril Gabriel.
Hey,
So,
one
I'm
second,
just hugging my mic right now.
something really weird.
Jose,
Something
now,
really
now
weird
you
happened.
gotta tell us a story. We can't.
Yeah, Jose.
Can add
Look, I've
more to
told you
this.
so many stories, and you guys mocked me,
Jose.
and the spirits were
Jose, this-
supporting me.
I think you
Jose.
should look into our eyes and talk to us today.
Your
about-
mind is missing with you, Jose.
This is so cool.
I am going to slap you twice
With
Anyway,
one hand.
I just
with
want
my nose.
Rajaram Parsegar to know कि I clicked the accept or up. It's not happening, sir. And really, I pressed your name this time. We always meet at the end of the stream, you know, where we all meet together and say hi, good night, and all. It's like a family thing going on. Anyway, Rajaram, I'm so sorry. Tonight, it doesn't seem to be your night. We've clicked admit, and you don't seem to be getting
This
inside.
is your night. Dancing free into the morning.
I felt somebody. I
You
felt
felt somebody, but don't tell everyone over here.
Bro, that's just creepy shit.
Suresh,
Can't
that's
go
a different
roaming around
stream.
announcing
Let me
that stuff on streams.
Hey, no, I'm not kidding.
I
I'm not
felt
kidding.
somebody
I'm not
twice.
kidding.
It
I'm
was very
sitting on
nice.
this.
What
I'm
did you
sitting.
do?
I'm sitting on this dining table over here, and I
Yeah.
felt that somebody was, that banging.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Your
from the top.
neighbors banging.
No, yes.
Dude.
So I sort of put my headphones out, and I can hear nothing. It's silent. But when I put my hands on the table, I could feel it vibrate.
Oh,
There's
so
my
something over
God.
here that
he's a
Suresh,
silent banger.
Someone's washing machine is on in your building.
No, I'm telling you, there's something about people doing stuff at night in their houses, man. I talked about this earlier also on the
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
when nobody.
Yeah.
I checked, man.
Oh,
Freaky.
my.
Oh
holy
my
God.
bloody
Holy
head, bro.
shit.
What the? Just appeared.
Sanika.
Tanika, you wanna switch your son's lights on?
I
bro?
like Sanika's lighting.
Heart
She's
attack.
really going with it.
I'm
Some
scared
people
because
really
another-
into this stuff. They like to creep themselves out, like sit in the dark, and then some people
Yeah.
have backgrounds like that. But
I wouldn't be able to hear a stream alone and in the dark. It would freak me out.
I don't know. Sanika, kuch audio video. You're in, Sanika.
Oh, finally, I just have to like switch off my stream. Just give me a second.
Yes, go for it. You are our last unnerver for the night.
It is
Sanika, this better be good.
because I was just about to like type in and tell you guys that the house that I stay in is haunted. So like
Oh.
it's going to be one.
And you've switched the lights off and you're just sitting alone in this haunted house.
The hell?
I have experienced things since I was 7, so I've gotten kind of used to it. So it's
Okay, I sense danger, but please go for it. Take it away.
okay. I'll tell you one of the ones that gives me goosebumps even to this date. So this was way back in 2011, and I have a favorite uncle and a favorite aunt, great couple, ran away, eloped at 18 and everything, had a great family life. And what was tragic was she passed away because of a terminal illness. Okay.
Yeah.
And it took some 7 years out of her life. And it was very painful and everything. And people were aware, but not all of the family was aware that, something is wrong or there are health issues or everything. And so one night I'm sleeping and I slept in early. I was on my periods. Okay, that is important in the story. So I was sleeping and my parents and my grandmom, all of them decided to go attend the funeral. It was already happening. She had already passed away and everything. They didn't take me because I was on my periods. So anyway, I'm sleeping and she has passed away some 10 p.m. or something. And it was very unusual for my grandmom to leave the house because obviously she was old and nobody took her to places. So when I woke up at around 1 or 2 a.m., I was very confused. Like, okay, my parents may be out for some reason. Where did my grandmom go? Then I faintly remembered my mom mentioning some family emergency or something is wrong with somebody's health or something. I was very sleepy at the time. So anyway, I just went back to sleep. What am I supposed to do? I'm just the only one in the house. And I remember there were keys and phone on the bed. And around 4:30 a.m., the phone started ringing. So we still have a landline connection, okay? So it was in the hall beside the TV and it was ringing consistently. So I woke up and I had this habit. I like to run in my own house. Very weird, very weird. I just went running to the phone, thinking that maybe it's an emergency or something. And I reached and my back was turned towards the living room, okay? And I thought that someone's standing. Okay, I just answered the phone and I was like, how can someone be standing? There's no one in the house. Okay, so I thought, maybe I'm just too sleepy and disoriented. So it's nothing. There was nothing. It was a blank call or whatever. So I hung up and I made my way back to the bedroom. I didn't even bother to look in the direction because I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm too tired and I'm sleepy and everything. So I went in and I tried sleeping again. The phone rang again. This time, I opened the door and I had a feeling that there is still someone standing in the living room, right in the center, okay? And now my house has this passage, which is completely tiled. You can see the reflection from the bedroom to the living room. So I opened the door and the first thing I see, there is like a, I don't know how to say, not a shadow. I could see
silhouette.
Yeah. So I could see someone was standing. So anyway, I did this thing where I put my face to the tile so I could see through and I could see if there was someone standing. And there was a woman who was 6 feet. She was not. God. She was not ordinary height. She was definitely.
It was me and drag.
Simi Grewal.
Yeah. Oh
Sorry,
God.
I just did it.
No, it's okay. I laugh about things because I've experienced it too much to now not, be comfortable or laugh about it. Anyway, so she was standing over there and what struck me odd was her health. She was really hefty. There are some women who have naturally wider structure and they're heavy built or something. So she was hefty. And she's standing over there and she's wearing a sari. Okay, and this is not typical. She's not wearing a white sari or something. She was wearing a pastel, some greenish sari. There's enough light coming through the windows. It was a
green sari.
Like a pastel, pale, whatever. So she was standing there and the sari was draped in a very hurried manner. Someone who's just in hurry, they just want to drape it. And her hair, I still remember the entire visual, everything. So I couldn't be so intricate with the details. Her hair was all frizzy and it was till shoulder length and it was open. And her face was ashen.
like drained of blood and everything. And her eyes were wide open, and it looked like she was either perplexed or angry. I don't know which expression was it. I couldn't bring myself to directly look into her eyes. But anyway, so she's standing there, and I'm still approaching, thinking, you know what? I am probably hallucinating. This is not real. Okay, this is not happening with me. So I go, and the phone is still ringing, mind you. Okay, so I still approach. I have to literally, there is just like a few feet difference between me and whatever was standing. And I'm like, you know what? This is not real. This is not real. I'm not ready to agree it's real. So anyway, I still go answer the phone, another blank call. So I hang up, and now I can feel that person or whatever is standing is looking right at me. I turn back, and I kid you not, this lady's eyes and face is following me till I exit the room. And I exit the room, I go to the bedroom, and now I'm like questioning myself. It can't happen twice, right? That I'm hallucinating and I'm completely awake and I'm walking. So I'm not like, I never had sleep paralysis or any sleepwalking episode. So anyway, so I'm in my room, and I'm thinking like, is it real? Did it happen? Am I just like worried or scared or whatever? And I had no idea that my aunt had passed away. Okay, there was no way that I could know that she had passed away. They didn't tell me. They thought, if she's going to be home alone, we shouldn't probably tell her something so sensitive. So they didn't tell me. The phone rang the third time. And this time I opened the door. I stuck my face again to the tiled passage. And I could see, and I was like, it's not worth it, dude. It's not worth answering whoever is calling. I just shut the door. I locked it, and I slept off. I just took my blanket or whatever. I slept off. After a few days, my mom told me like, they were trying to take her, like her body out, my aunt's body out for the, last rites and everything. Anyway, so they were trying to do that, but she had a brother who stayed in Delhi, whose flight was delayed. So eventually around 4:30 a.m. is when they could take her body out of the house. But the funny part is, my aunt was very petite and very small. In her entire life, she had never gained that much weight or height, nor was it her face. There was nothing resembling my aunt. No similar features, nothing. And
Right.
whatever it was just standing there and was angry. And I'm so glad that it didn't try something, because I didn't know what to do. My voice just wouldn't come out of my throat. It was just weird. It was just weird. And yeah, that was one of the stories.
Oh my God.
And
Listen,
right now, who's the
Manoj,
person standing behind you?
That is just the mirror, and no matter what you
I thought you said that's just my friend. He's standing over here.
Hey, he comes every Friday and he
Sanika,
floats
people typing stuff like, "Can you see the head standing behind her? Someone's gonna show up. Her voice is gonna change." This whole time I've been just worried what is gonna happen next.
Yeah. We were all freaking out.
Like I was 7 since I I used to I like what you're doing with your eyes. I used to so I had seen my grandpa, other people in the house had seen, and it was like, okay, the spirits are, just trying to say their byes and this and that. So, and I grew up with my grandmom, who told me a lot of stories and things and everything. So I kind of like found a hack to approach and to not also be like worried, scared, and lose your presence of mind. So like, if you don't get afraid, or if you don't let the fear empower, that is more than half the battle won. Because I believe, because of the energies and everything, they feed on that kind of energy. So that is all the hack. And
If you don't show fear, it's okay. ये तो मतलब इसमें तो 4-5 आत्मा घुस जाएंगी.
This is not much of a hack for me. I'm
Power
finished.
to you, yeah, Sanika. I think that's pretty cool that you handle this with
Yes,
such positivity.
where did you go, Sunny? Oh, right.
Disappear into the darkness again. Sanika, that's all the time we have today.
Thank you
you
so
so
much,
much for
Sanika.
being on our stream.
Like Cyrus say,
And
Look after yourself, yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
You be cool.
You man, take care. Lots of power.
I'm not so sure about this calling us from the dark thing anymore. That's more creepy.
Anishta Chatterjee was very interesting.
There is time. You guys don't have to put your fingers up like that. Aisa. Bolo, jo bolenge.
No, I'm exercising, man. I want to take this opportunity to ask.
Exercising.
First one, in the story it started and I looked up to Cyrus, and it feels like Cyrus is sitting on a pot right now. It's like he shifted right into the bathroom. He's like, I'm going to take a...
Listen, if I'm going to shit myself, I'm going to shit myself appropriately in my home. Right. I do think I'm going to be.
It does look like the seat is
Right. And it's a fancy pot. It's one of those Japanese pots. You got buttons and stuff. Right.
It's amazing.
Oh, right.
Lovely.
Okay.
I do think that because we're going international, we should
Yeah.
talk in various different accents.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Today was
Then you have to be
India.
like, there's a chicken tree. You're right there,
Listen,
big chicken tree. over
Angus,
there.
I
The
think we
watchman,
need
you got
to-
favor.
We need
Yes,
to
I
compensate
think we
with some
should talk in
jokes.
different accent. I'll like go
Okay.
to the Arabic.
Arigato, Sisuma.
Sensing a
Danger,
lot
I
of
sense
danger now.
danger.
Guys, thank you so much, everybody who's been on the stream.
Every time we want to try something new, they
Yeah.
just kill it.
See, I'm scared.
Jose
listen.
is what ghosts are to the spirit world. You know?
I'll give you all 10 minutes to do whatever the fuck you want now.
I would like to
The
read out
stream
few
is
things.
done. जो करने का है करो अभी.
Viveka Mukhopadhyay, very sorry. Derek Pawai,
Hey,
I'm
you know
very sorry. Deborah
when
Shukla.
that person was Suresh, you don't know anybody, anything, just
I'm
relax.
just saying, next time.
No, there no next time. And Sahu is responsible for that one caller. People are
What?
saying you have to take responsibility for your callers now if you bring them in.
Oh God. And
But-
the Suryavanshi.
No, listen. In between one of the stories, I laughed in between because it reminded me of that discussion we were having on Kan Masti once, which was, what if the ghost is of one religion and the person that they're haunting is of another religion? Does it still work?
Oh,
And
that's
somebody's
a
made a
tricky-
meme also.
That's a
about
very
this.
interesting one. Yeah.
So I
That'll
thought
be-
maybe that ghost was believed in something else. So like, nahi kar sakte the. Anyway,
So no, I'm just curious. Like, does holy water work on like non-Christian?
See, but here's the deal.
People like,
the
no,
sto-
bro, it's not my scene.
The story is if
Just
you
let me pull the
believe
flash.
in something, right? And it'll work. So it doesn't matter from where it comes from. It's the belief of it will protect you.
This is
and cure
Dr.
you.
Dhingra, who has
I
done.
just want to say, if you believe,
in a fucking
if-
ghost
if-
of my ass, I'd be like, no, but Cyril
Yes.
told me that I should believe.
you just
No,
if
no.
you believe.
but
it
my
will
favorite
go.
is Cyrus asking the person who's called, what do you think we should do? what do you
Yeah.
think should?
I
Why
think
did that
Cyrus
happen?
Cyrus forgot.
Dude,
He's
1 minute.
in the stream
Did-
and not calling the stream.
This person, people, I'm amazed. People like, this happens to me all the time. So I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah,
do we do?
let me know more.
You know, but I did. I when she said that figure was 6 feet, I'm like, tell us more.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of reaction was
Oh,
that?
you also have
It was disgusting. I saw everybody else freaked out, but I saw Cyril Diabriello be like, oh, giggity.
He's like,
I
love
think
clinic.
Cyril's
Let's
Good
start.
wrestler.
Was she
I
just
think-
staring all the time?
Cyril
Hello.
is not letting us on to his stories because there is definitely something very weird happening.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Denica Fernandez says, please read me out. She said that she will really take care of all your food during the stream. Denica, get in touch. We were just kidding. Yeah. I
Hey.
mean, we
No,
I
hold
mean,
on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Listen,
Oh,
I'm not.
there,
Okay,
there.
okay.
Hey,
Miss
you-
Fernandez, hold.
Some of us
hold.
were kidding. We'll get in touch with you in the comment section. Okay, this is
I
it.
are you
let me-
from the F&B world? Because then I'm in a constant state of, I think I get
hunger.
scared. I get scared, and then I need to eat. I need something. I feel lonely, or I'll get like a.
something. Food.
So Danica, yeah, if you have something, some food situation going on, man, that'll be
So a big thank you
Jose,
to everybody who's been on the
Do you
stream.
have a
I'm just going to
menu,
ignore
Danica?
the interruption. Yeah, I can just turn your
Like,
microphones off like Arnab.
croissant,
One second. Let me
butter
just get it.
crumpets.
There you go, guys. It's just me and you now. They will just keep talking. They don't even know. I would never. I would never do that to you, Mr. Chidambaram. I would never do that to you. Anyway, thank you to our mods. Thank you to
Thank
our
you,
mods.
mods. Thank
you
you.
to everybody in the Harami chat. Thank you to everybody who sent us super chats. Please don't forget to go to the description. Send love to these amazing panelists
Yes.
and of course the people making the artwork. Those people, man. Those are
Also,
the real Hira log. Yeah, just shut
and-
back
and
and
the-
let me finish.
And the people
1
telling the
minute, sir.
story.
Let me finish. Please, Mr. Chidambaram. तो go to Cyril's Instagram, उसको गाली दे बेंच why बीच में Cyrus को give him some love, Suresh को send him some love for his wigs, Cyril को गाली दे दो, बाकी
Yeah.
लोग को प्यार दे दो, and
Cyril का भी
Gabriello.
Cyril ka bhi.
But
It's
Cyril,
also
na,
big- one second,
Cyril has a guitar. Like, look at the hard work. Let's
yeah,
move
look
your
at
head.
that, look at
Look
that,
He's launching himself in a fucking 70s movie, you know? Okay.
lighting.
Tum hi hamari launching
I just
Cyril
wanna
Diallo.
take this moment to say why Jose thanks everyone, but Jose
Naram
thanks the
badan,
spirits
garam
who are
badan
listening
mein.
to us.
You're right.
The
You're right.
ghosts who are making this
I
stream
would
what it is today.
Big thank you to Parry Wines for supplying everybody
yeah.
with what
What,
we needed.
Barry?
Barry Wines. And now I've forgotten how I was going to end the stream. So
Nobody
thank you very
cares.
much.
It's over, bro. Just
Hey,
bye.
Cyril's computer has hung. He put new RAM chips in his computer. Hang again.
Hey, it's hanged.
Yes.
Holy
Finally,
shit.
Cyril's
Hey.
computer has
We
hung.
thought,
My
fuck.
my
Oh,
computer
no,
is the
no,
most
no.
powerful. Not
And look at the
Cyril's.
expression it's left us. Like, what is this? This is
I am
two words.
the winner. Hey,
This was
He-Man.
this was a prostate exam.
Bro, He-Man on Netflix. Everybody, that's what I'm
Dude,
going
I
to be
can't
watching
wait.
tonight.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're doing all this to just
But tell me one
change
thing.
the mood.
Tell me one thing. Skeletor's voice in the trailer, I don't feel like it was not like hello, He-Man.
They've taken a different
He-Man.
approach slightly. They've,
Yeah.
they've kept the essence of what it
I'm
was.
loving
but
it. I'm loving it.
It's new. Watch
Where's Orko? Orko disappeared.
Orko's there. He's there.
He's there.
Okay, guys.
He-Man aa gaya?
Please.
Man at Arms?
Just relax.
He's there.
Just relax.
He-Man.
There's Skeletor is the least funny like ghost type character. Least scary.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think.
Dude,
I
you
think
saw
we should-
Skeletor in real life, you would shit your intestines out,
imagine.
right?
No, you'd
He's
be like,
7 foot.
Look at his
blue
muscles and he's a
fucking
skeleton.
I'll be like, yeah. See you guys.
I think now we
Guys.
should also say ghost
Guys.
kya hai.
I think no, we should end this fucking banter. बहुत हो गया. It's
Fuck
2
it, bro.
hours
I'm
30
sick of you
minutes.
guys.
I
बहुत हो गया
disconnected
तुम लोगों
15
का.
minutes ago, but for some strange reason I
I
came
need to
back.
black. I'm so
Don't-
tired. I need to.
Don't make a post-credit scene happen, guys. We have to end this
Yeah.
smoothly, okay?
Guys,
Whatever
let's
we do.
stop this. Yeah.
Okay,
Smoothly,
bye.
yeah? Okay?
Smoothly.
So,
Okay.
3.
thank
2,
you, everyone.
So,
Boom. Boom.
Thank you, everyone, for being on the stream. We
Nobody
hope you had a
cares.
good time. Enjoy your weekend. We're going to be on Sahil Shah's stream tomorrow. If we wake up,
Dude, I gotta wake up again. You don't wake up in the mornings. You don't
I-
have these fucking
I
issues.
sleep in the
you
morning.
never seen a morning.
Please don't start another fucking conversation.
Wombat.
What is wrong with you? We can do this now off the stream. Thank you so much. And that's it. I just I'll
Where's that Anika
just look at
Fernandez with the
Suresh.
food? What about the
Yeah.
food?
Oh man.
Okay, that's it.
Just
The
too
stream
much.
is ended. This is it. Good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Okay, so I walk into this place.
Okay, guys, you interrupted, so there has to be a post-credit scene now, and we're gonna have to do that bit again. So here we go, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Suresh, you can let your neighbor go home now.
Dude, this
And
guy's
then-
gonna. I can't see this man dance anymore. He's gonna black out.
Please allow.
and-
It's very late. He's senior citizen also. Just let him go. Thanks everyone for watching. You just witnessed another unnerving stream. Ghost story. So yeah, guys, we're gonna have to give that one more shot. I'm so sorry. I pressed the wrong buttons all over, and I think there were like 3-4 different songs playing at the same time. Cyril has left the stream. I think that's our cue to just end this. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching another episode of Ghost Stories. I'm sick of doing these post-credit scenes.
Just say bye, man.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.